Hello, everybody. Again, not everybody's here, so we'll make what we can. We'll do what we can do with it. Make the best of it.
I guess we'll have to make do.
That's true. Kate has an Etsy shop. You can find it at etsy.com/shop/Kate Craft Studio US. I'm terrible and I don't remember the names of their other shops, but I believe it's KR Theater for Redbubble and for what's the other ones? Bad Dice Co.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah, Crate Craft Studio.
And
Bad Dice Co. Yeah.
they're there. I'm just a bad friend at advertising people's stuff, but check it all out. They're great, and it's Christmas coming up, so maybe get your stuff sorted out with them because Christmas is coming up. Or if you don't celebrate Christmas, any other holiday season that you do celebrate. And if you don't celebrate, check out Festivus.
It's great.
Happy holidays.
Happy Festivus for the rest of us. Based on that, I did mention a couple weeks ago I wanted to do a holiday session, and that was going to be like a rewind, like a kind of like a jump back into the last campaign characters, but based on absences, and I don't know what's up with some people in the cast right now, so probably not going to do that, because I kind of need everybody together to do that, because it's integrally tied to a specific character, so without them here we can't really do it. So probably no Christmas Eve one shot this year. So instead, this is going to fill the void in a certain way. So you'll see that as we get going. Other announcements to come when I can think of them. So last we left off, Antyr, Lionel, Doe, and Hopper dealt with the corpse that had withered in front of their eyes, with Hopper bashing the corpse through the latrine with their shield, as you do. Upon successfully hiding the body, the group left the brothel, gathering oysters along the way for snacking. Antyr broke their teeth eating them. As they left, they witnessed a mugging and some thefts happening around, and asking for directions to a tailor, they were pointed to someone called Quay off in the marketplace. As they made their way towards the tailor, the other group, consisting of Grin, Torger, and Vonkar, scouted the sewers some more and eventually surfaced near the marketplace just in time to see the others making their way through. Torger shadow-stepped towards Antyr, utilizing the gloom from the storm, and tugged on their backpack that Doe had transformed into, but became adhered, and the three of them fell to the ground. Picking themselves up, the group arrived at the tailor in question, a shop called The Strap, which was run by a human man in his 70s called Marius Quay. Costumes were purchased, while others were paid to be custom-made, and would be available for pickup the following morning. While there, the party learned that the Marquis had been demanding unique outfits for each guest attending the masquerade, because he had intensified the security around this year's masquerade, fearing that people were after him. Oh no. After acquiring their outfits and preparing for the masquerade in 3 days' time, Hopper pulled the group into a nearby alleyway to discuss what to do next, and while talking, someone on the rooftops above slipped and made their presence known, and began running off along the rooftops, having clearly been spying on the group. Torger and Grin took off after the hooded figure across the rooftops, where they called out to an incredibly faster individual, also hooded and cloaked. A tussle broke out between a few members of the party and the hooded figures, who revealed they were looking for Guardian Pashan, and had falsely believed the party were working closely with them. The hooded duo mentioned they should speak in private, and led the party to an abandoned shack, where the duo were revealed to be a bugbear, with red dragon-like mutations, and a tall Goliath woman named Druck and Dax, respectively. They explained they used to travel with Guardian Pashan, and mentioned they encountered people being held captive at their tower, and when confronted about it, Guardian Pashan attacked the duo. They were seeking answers regarding their other friend Flitz, who they hadn't heard from since Pashan met them at the Soulspire Academy, I think around a little over a week ago, and the two of them couldn't enter the academy for information due to not being students nor staff. And as night fell during this conversation, an invisible courier arrived, gave the party their invitations to the masquerade in the form of unique brands on the back of their hand, which then faded. Hopper identified that each brand was affected by a form of magic that detailed the individual's known names, titles, aliases, as well as each brand had a Gaius spell affecting it, ensuring that every guest entered the front gates for the masquerade at the time of said masquerade. Most of the party then chose to spend the night in the shack, with Hopper and Grin spending the night at the brothel. And as everyone kind of falls asleep in their own various regions of the city, you all feel your consciousness drift off before you're both waking up, Torger in the shack, Grin in the brothel, in the late evening, by a severe cold sensation. The cold having nearly frozen you both solid and has kept you unconscious for nearly 24 hours. But something caused you to wake, either from not being humanoid and possibly having a different biology for freezing or a different threshold for freezing, or more alert to the feeling of freezing while sleeping. You can see your breath in the air. Grin, the brothel is incredibly cold. The walls are covered in a thin layer of frost, as is almost every surface. Torger, the shack is the same. Everyone around...
To think that Grin's teeth chattering is what woke him up.
Perfect. Torger's eyes never fully shutting, just freezing over, and that's what... Who knows? Everyone around each of you is covered in what looks like a layer of frost. For Grin, you see patrons of the brothel, all frozen solid, sitting, standing, other positions. And Torger, you can see the members of the party who stayed behind with you, Lionel, Antyr, Doe, and Vonkar, all sleeping and frozen solid, as well as the two figures from the night before, Druck and Dax. Even glancing through the windows of both the brothel and the shack, you can see the city is covered in a thick layer of snow, with a heavy snowfall coming down from the clouds. The weather is very, very, very out of place for a bayou-based port city, and also looking outside of both buildings, you can see people in the streets covered in a layer of frost, also frozen solid. Towards you actually wouldn't see people because you're in an alleyway, in a shack in the alley, but Grin, if you looked at a window, you would see people frozen in the streets. Glancing up towards the sky, a massive rift with mint green flaring edges has opened up in the clouds, where the snowfall and severe cold seem to be coming from. So much snow is falling through the rift that you can't see what's beyond it, but it's clearly the source of this strange and sudden cold snap. It's incredibly cold now, like a winter cold snap has happened in the middle of summer, because it is summer. And yeah, we're going to start with Grin. You kind of wake up nearly 24 hours later after going into your long rest, wherever you are in the brothel, ice and frost kind of slowly forming on every surface, and people are just frozen solid. We'll say Hopper's nearby in mid-conversation with somebody, just... No, Hopper would be asleep too. Hopper's nearby, somewhere frozen.
What's going on? Am I the only one?
He's gonna look around a bit. Is there anything to help keep him warm? He's gonna take a torch
Okay.
and light it to kind of like try to help keep himself warm.
That'll help.
Yeah, it's like big.
But yeah,
So he's like, and the torch is like.
it's so cold that like even like the interior surfaces have like a layer of frost forming on them. Torger. You wake up in the shack. You can see party members that stayed with you. You can see these two individuals you met the night before, all sleeping and all frozen solid. Antyr would be frozen in mid-trance, and Lionel is just kind of sitting up against the wall, also frozen. Just...
Seems like this. Everyone's probably check the door.
The hinges are frozen, so like the door is a little stuck because it's so cold. And you can see like ice has formed on the hinges and basically frozen the metal. We'll say it's indoors. It's probably 86 Fahrenheit. No, that's not right. That's warm. Negative 22 Fahrenheit. Negative 30 Celsius for people who use Celsius like myself. So it's cold.
Oh, it's very
Cold as
cold.
fuck.
You're basically in a very, 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 very cold. I was gonna say walk-in freezer, but those don't get that cold.
They'd get around, yeah, what?
Negative 20-ish.
Celsius?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say maybe about 5 degrees.
Yeah.
Coldest.
Ours at work is at like negative 18, so 64 Fahrenheit. No, man, that's not right. 4.4 Fahrenheit, usually. Anyways, yeah. So it's like, yeah, negative 22 Fahrenheit. So like cold.
So I'm gonna probably punch the frost off the hinges.
Easily done. Just it shatters and the metal underneath actually cracks because it's so cold. Just. All right. Yeah. As you open the door, you can see the alley. Because the alley is like so condensed, there's not a lot of snow that's drifted in here. It's relatively bare, but it is incredibly cold outside. As soon as you open the door, you feel the chill, and it's probably like there's like probably like a 10-degree drop just going outside, and it's probably negative 40 Celsius, which is also negative 40 Fahrenheit. So it's the same. And yeah, you can see like just ice and snow everywhere, which is very, very weird for the climate. And you can sound what sounds like you can hear what sounds like cackling coming from the street. Not too far away. Okay.
I was just gonna run back in, grab a blanket, and then come back out. Like grab a blanket from the bed.
Sure.
Flip off the frost and just create like a semi-shell.
Okay.
With one hand.
Sure. And as you're like coming outside, and Grin, as you're flying around the brothel, you both can hear a commotion not too far away. Luckily, the alleyway of the shack is not too far from the brothel. It's literally like kind of the alleyway is kind of like right there. You both can hear a commotion not too far away out on the streets. It sounds like cackling laughter, but overlaid with the sound of cracking and squealing ice. You know the sound that ice makes if it like. I'm trying to think of the sound like a.
I know that skating on thin ice has like
yes.
like a laser beams type sound.
It's kind of like that, but with like cracking intermixed and laughing and cackling.
Yeah.
Grin, it sounds like it's just coming from outside the brothel, and Torger, it sounds like it's coming from the end of the alleyway that the shack is in. But yeah, you both can hear this noise, not knowing that the other one is not a popsicle.
I'm gonna hide.
You're gonna hide? Okay.
Yeah.
Grin is not going to hide, but knowing that everything's frozen, he's just gonna take his torch and then just fly. Well, actually, before he does that, is it windy?
Oh yeah, it's like a blizzard outside, so it's like.
Okay, so instead of going high, he's going low and like does not want to like. Yeah, because the wind adds like or subtracts like so many degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going flying down with his torch.
Okay.
And also to make sure that the torch stays lit.
So, Torger, are you approaching the noise but stealthily? Or are you just hiding where you
I want
are?
to see what it is, but like trying to, yeah.
Okay.
Stealth. I think that's right. Yeah, it's stealth.
You can give me a stealth check. Is Grin also attempting to do the same? Are you like leaving the brothel or like going up to a window to look outside to see what's making the noise?
Grin is leaving the brothel and going straight to ground level.
Okay. So you'd be small,
but not being stealthy. He's keeping the torch lit because that's his only
cool
warmth right
sure.
now.
All right. Yeah. Stealth check, Torger.
Stealth check incoming. It's a total of 24.
Oh. Using it's dark out because as you step outside, it's like evening. So it's about the clock tower in the distance. I think I mentioned there's a clock tower in the city before. The clock hands are frozen at 7 p.m. You guys went to bed at like 10 p.m. the night before.
Oh wow. Okay.
And that's what cold does. If you fall asleep in the cold, it kind of just makes you go to sleep. But yeah, the blizzard is also helping you. Actually, this would be with advantage, the stealth check, because of the blizzard and everything.
Obscured.
And also dark. So, yeah.
Yeah, 24. We'll stick with
Cool.
this.
You would also get your temporary hit points because it's dark out.
Ooh.
Oh,
Or
is
would
it
we
though?
count this as a...
Because of the snow.
Well, what's it say? Lightly obscured or heavily obscured?
I'm trying to think here.
Dim or dark.
Because
Oh, there you go.
when
So
it's
if I have the shadow of the building, if it's a tall enough building that I can
yeah,
really get a good view of the sky, then
Yeah.
there's probably enough. Like I would say, it's creating enough shadow,
True.
even if it's bouncing.
Yeah.
Like like in. I would grant that
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like a courtyard and covered in snow and light bouncing off that, like nothing, no buildings. But if I'm in like the dark of a narrow alleyway, I'm probably
True.
giving off Batman.
I was also thinking when it's a really clear night in the winter, the moonlight makes it bright, bouncing off the snow. But there's a blizzard, so there would be no moonlight. So yeah, it's dark. So, yeah, you get your temp HP. But yeah, you start sneaking down the alleyway. Grin, you fly ground level out the door, front door. As you both kind of reach the end of the alley, Grin, you get outside. Flying through the air, landing on and defacing the frozen people, kind of on the streets, are 5 of these small flying creatures made from solid ice. They slightly resemble imps, but with more exaggerated, extended features like long ears, weird-shaped heads, big, prominent chins. They look weird. The city is covered in ice and snow. There's a raging blizzard making it incredibly cold. Yeah, negative, you know what? We're going to say negative 76 Fahrenheit.
Damn. It's polar vortex.
Yeah.
You can, in a bayou, you can also hear what sounds like thundering footfalls fading to the east, which causes the ground to shake momentarily. You can see large humanoid 3-toed icy footprints headed in that direction through the deep snow. And yeah, in the sky is the rift that opened up that is expelling tons of snow and blistering cold winds. But the source of this weather also seems to be coming from the direction of the loud, thunderous footfalls. That's where the blizzard is the strongest. But yeah, you see these 5 little ice flying things kind of just fucking with these frozen people. They're hitting them with stuff. They're trying to carve off pieces, chisel off pieces of frozen people. And then just generally defacing it. One's peeing on them, but pee doesn't come out. All that comes out is just little snowflakes.
Like an ice machine.
Yeah, so, yeah, just making an ice machine when it pees. But yeah, these strange little icy looking flying things. And they're just defacing them. Torger, you're still hidden in the alley. Grin, you're small enough where they probably don't notice you. Actually, you guys are these guys are bigger than you, but not by much. But yeah, that's what you both see. And then I'd say that Torger, as you're hiding now, you can briefly see a little flitter of blue wings coming out, or not blue wings, a little flutter of pastel colored familiar wings kind of briefly out from under the door with a torch. Actually, you did have a torch. So the things on the statues or on the frozen figures turn towards Grin and go,
Yeah, so do you.
and they just fly towards you with with intent. Let's roll initiative.
Yes!
Let's
go.
I do have a battle map, so Owlbear is needed if you'd like.
Ooh, not good.
Oh, I did say Torger snuck out of the alley, so you'd be right there. Let's auto roll initiative just to be quicker.
I like the idea. I just walk out, torch in hand, and then all those things are doing their thing, and they just go. Look at him, and he's just like, ah!
I will say, they don't seem too keen on you with this torch. They don't seem keen on the torch.
Yeah.
They see you, they see like something not frozen, and they're like, oh, and then they see the torch, and they're like, oh. So a mixture of fear and intrigue, but they don't seem friendly. We'll say they are fucking with people.
So, question, Justin.
Yeah.
And this is just for mechanics purposes.
Yeah.
For Grin, does a torch count as a one- or two-handed weapon?
One. We'll say one-handed.
Okay.
Unless you want it to be a two-handed weapon.
I mean, I would.
Okay, cool. Two-handed weapon it is. It's a big torch then.
Alright.
Sure.
Just like.
Alrighty. So, one of these things is first. It sees you, but it sees you as a torch. Which one is this? B. It's going to open up. It's gonna kind of open up its mouth a little bit. And in a 15-foot cone, expel just a 15-foot cold of frosty, cold air. Just, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
6.
6. Ooh. 7 cold damage.
Oh! Is my torch still lit?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And then it's just gonna kind of flutter around there, not get too close. And let's see if that recharges its frost breath. New. Another one is going to fly up to you just to see if you're how dangerous you may be. So it gets within 5 feet, and it's gonna
Get away from me!
it's gonna start slashing at you with claws. So yeah, these things are like, yeah, they're just a little bit bigger than you. And it's just gonna try to slash at you with some icy claws. But I don't think a 7's gonna hit. Just raking at you, trying to get you. Torger, you are hidden.
And it's my turn?
Yep, you see these things kind of flying around. You can see Grin holding a big old torch, getting attacked and swung at. Grin is the only other being you've seen, aside from these things. Well, these things are made of ice, but Grin is the only thing you've seen now since you woke up that isn't a popsicle.
I gotta ask, on the map, now,
Yeah.
I apologize for how semantic and how specific I'm gonna be. But on where, okay. Alright. I'm asking you to go with me on this one.
Sure.
I don't know where the moon is and how that moonshine.
There
where
probably
that is.
wouldn't be much moonshine because of the blizzard. The blizzard would be blocking out most of the moonlight.
So then you'd maybe agree that it's probably a lot of it, the area is dim?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Except for like
Great.
except 30 feet around Grin, because I believe a torch gives off 30 feet of light. So actually,
It's
20, 25.
I believe it's 20 foot right and then 20 foot dim.
Yeah, so
And I'm not trying to handicap
So-
your friend and mine, Grin.
Torch would be
But
in
if
dim
it's-
light. You'd be in dim light still, even with the torch. There's
Sure.
also, I'm not going to say it spreads, light's going to spread around corners. It's like, you're in
Yeah.
dim light right now.
Right. But I would also argue that if it's blocking out the moonlight, I don't know if it'll achieve its full, like, would it be dim light within 20 and then not an extra 20 feet of light?
No. Just the torches mechanically work. It doesn't mention the light and stuff.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Alright. Well, then I'm not going to teleport because I don't think I can make it to any of them in dim light. Unless there's this one back here, C.
Yeah.
Now he's straight in front of Grin, so it'd be behind him. If I can teleport here and still be in dim light, I think I can get my paws on him. With the 5 foot
Yeah, why
range.
not? So just like underneath this little rooftop? like underneath the building's roof. Cool.
Yeah,
Mm,
just
nice, yeah.
from awning to awning.
Yeah,
just kind of
done.
whip. And then I would take my first attack,
With advantage.
and after that first launch, it's at advantage. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah, these are made. These are little flying ice methods. So, you know,
Oh, methods again!
Ice methods,
yeah. Methods. Where's Ven? The methods.
retired fishing.
All right, so I'm going to.
And then Grin, yeah, you see Torger just appear behind this thing. Also not frozen solid.
Attack. Okay, how does a 20 do?
Oh, absolutely.
Great. And then the damage on that 20 is an 11.
Oh, and you're doing unarmed, eh?
Yes.
They're vulnerable to bludgeoning because they're fucking little ice guys, so double that 11 to 22.
22. Dude, how does he look after that?
He shatters.
Great. If you
But-
don't mind. Oh, go ahead, tell me.
As he shatters and explodes,
Great.
explodes in a burst of jagged ice. Just. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid the ice shrapnel.
Dexterity saving throw.
I mean,
14. How's
yeah.
that do?
Do you have evasion yet?
No.
No? Okay. You take half of this damage then. You take. So you just get peppered with ice shards, and you take 1 slashing damage.
Okay. Alright, so if I can flavor that up, I would like to have come up behind him and then just break his neck into oblivion.
Absolutely, and then it just.
Twist his head off.
And then it just breaks
Ow,
like a
Ah!
little ice.
Ah.
Yeah.
It implodes him.
Yeah, just shatters. Yeah, when they die, they just explode.
Ah! My hands! Oh!
Oh, hold on. Each creature within 5 feet. Okay, yeah, it's just you. Okay, I was gonna say. But yeah, yep.
Well, that is my first attack. I am going to come here,
Sure.
boom, in front of them, and take my second attack.
Go for it.
And this one's just a regular old guy.
And-
Ooh, how does a 13 taste?
To hit, which one are you going for?
I'm going for A, but the guy to the right of
Yep.
me.
That hits.
So that is
Just another punch to this one.
So that's 6, and it's an unarmed strike. That is
12.
12 then?
Yep.
How's he looking?
It's real bad. Like,
Okay.
one punch just significantly cracks the entire body, like someone dropping a brick on a frozen pond. Just.
Awesome. I'm going to use a key point, and I'm going to flurry of blows.
Mhm.
I'm going to take another strike
Go
Go,
for it.
man, go.
on this guy. So that's a 21,
Absolutely.
which will hit.
And you're going for the one you just hit, or are you going for the other one?
Punch. I'm gonna come across, do a crossbody strike on the next guy. It was for 7 damage. but if it's
14.
Double to 14.
That guy's looking also bad. Just. It's like you're fighting Christmas ornaments, essentially.
Oh god.
Crossbody.
With all the shards involved too.
Yeah. Then I'm going to punch the first guy again.
Go for it.
Punch at him. For a 23.
Absolutely.
And okay, yeah, that's a 9, so that's 18
Oh.
damage.
Absolutely shatter that one.
Yeah.
So B needs to make the save, and so do you. So Dex saves for both B and yourself.
It's an 11.
That succeeds, so you take half. This one got a 10, just succeeds, so it takes half. So,
What kind of damage is it?
slashing.
Oh.
As the shards fly out. So, 3 to Torger and 3 to this guy. This guy's still standing, but now he's got like other bits of like ice sticking out of him. Like, yeah, you take 3 damage, and then you took 1 from the previous one. Yeah. Anything else?
1, 2, 3. I think that's all of my. It's my action, bonus action.
All right.
I think that's all I've got right now.
Cool.
And I did my movement, so I think
Perfect.
that's all I've
Alrighty.
got currently. Yeah. So thank you. Yeah, ready to go.
Perfect. Another one of these guys. 5, 10, 15. This is going to open up its mouth and breathe a cone of cold from your... It's actually going to get right up on you, actually. And it's going to, like, it's going to get, like, on your face. And it's just going to do it's going to try to, like, breathe, like, its cold breath into your, like, face.
Okay.
So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Fair's fair. It's an 11.
11 succeeds. So instead of taking 6, you take 3 cold damage.
Woo.
Okay.
And it does not recharge its frost breath. Grin.
Grin's gonna bonus action Hexblade's Curse on the dude in front of him.
Sure.
And then he's going to take his torch
Okay.
and try to hit him with it.
Alright, make a improvised melee attack.
What do I roll for that? Or what do I add to this d20?
Your strength modifier.
Okay.
Melee attack, and torches, if they're burning, they deal 1 fire damage on a hit.
Okay. 13 to hit.
That hits.
That's I guess 14 to hit total.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. And then how much?
It's 1 fire damage when you attack with a torch if it's burning.
Alright.
But because they're vulnerable to fire, it takes 2 fire damage. And that's D. So, 2 fire damage to D. Just... It's like...
Back off!
Anything else?
Unless you want some
Oh,
more.
I mean, that's my bonus action in
you also,
action. I can't do
you also
anything
gave Hexblade's Curse, so doesn't it get additional damage from Hexblade's Curse?
Oh, yeah, actually. 3. Let me check to see what kind of damage that is. It might be just the weapon damage. So that might be an additional 3 fire damage. Let me double check. Yeah, 3 plus 3 bonus to damage rolls. So that's a total of 4. So it'd be 8 damage instead of 2.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that it's like... and that's action bonus action.
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Ice Method B, the one in front of Torger that just got impaled by shards, is going to try to do a claw attack on Torger.
What do you want to get your claws on?
12 to hit.
Oh!
It grips onto the mustache. He's going to pull out a few hairs in the attempt. Just...
But it missed!
I know. No damage. Just instead of trying to like claw at your face, it just takes a hair, one little tiny hair out. Just...
Ah! Why you got to steal my mustache?
Nice blooming beard.
It recharges its frost breath, which is not going to be much use. Ice Method D is going to try to claw Grin again.
I said back away.
Natural
Get out of
1. Not 1.
Cool.
Just trying to like, it's like trying to fight off the fire and the flames that are like Torger.
Alright, well, with his hand just like covering his mustache. It's going to attack you now! Ah! He's gonna use his forehead.
Okay, so unarmed strike with your
To
head.
attack.
Go for it.
Yeah, and strike with the head.
Please kill him with your forehead. Are you going for B or E? B looks worse. E hasn't been hit yet.
I'm gonna go for. You know what? I am gonna go for E.
Perfect.
He was the one who just tried to steal my mustache, right?
Yeah, I think so.
No,
No, that was B.
Oh well, then I'm gonna go after B.
Perfect. Your head.
Ooh, it's a natural 1 for a total of 9.
Natural 1 misses.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna try again. Threw off my groove. 14.
14 hits.
Okay.
Beware the
That is,
groove.
10 for a total of 20 damage with the head.
That one shatters.
Mhm.
Dexterity save for you and E.
Great.
Torger just killing all these methods.
That is a natural 28 or natural 20 for 28.
28. Alright, that's going to be half damage, I believe. Yes. This one, let's go. Dex save plus 3. Plus 1. 7 fails. So, huzzah. So 3 damage to Torger, 6 to this one.
Alright, and then I'm gonna use bonus action. Flurry of blows. I'm coming at this guy.
Go for
Coming
it.
at him hard. I want to swing around and box his ears.
Yeah, go.
The 16 hit.
Hits, yep.
Alright, that
Yeah,
is
Box his head during explosion.
12 total.
12. Still standing. You just
Ooh.
clap it and you nearly shatter it in your hands.
Coming back. Doing a kick 12.
That hits.
Alright, this is a kick. Straight to the ice jewels. So that's a 9 for 18 total.
So you swing up with a kick, and as you kick it, you just scatter it, shattering it into pieces. And I need another dex save for you, as you also get more of these ice shards thrown at you.
A bunch of shards in here.
22.
Half damage. You're gonna get 3 or 3 slashing damage. Another method is brought down.
That is, yeah. That one's gonna be a kick into a backflip, like jumping off the
Perfect.
right in the chops as it goes. Doing that backflip, super ineffective, but looks so cool.
Cool. You take out 4 of them in rapid succession.
Oh yeah, and then just
Just imagine. You go ahead.
no, it's sprinkling it everywhere, like I'm throwing parade confetti.
Yeah.
Just LeBron.
Anything else, though, Torger?
No, that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got.
Perfect. That's gonna bring us to Grin.
All right. Well, yeah. Grin is going to
It flips-
just
it gives you
try
the bird.
another.
You go
He's
for
gonna
it
try hitting it again.
with a torch.
Yeah.
Go for it.
6.
Misses.
Yeah. Or I guess 7, but yeah.
Misses, yeah.
And I don't have any bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Cool. It's gonna try to claw you. It's gonna like fly towards you, like kind of does like a barrel roll around the torch as you go to swing, and it's gonna start like clawing at your little head. Man, 11 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
What a thrilling, engaging combat we have over here. Torger.
Yeah,
Already.
this
We're
is
already at-
thrilling. I'm
already
just
at
like going,
Torger.
I'm not hitting anything. I'm just,
Already back to Torger.
Already back to Torger. Well, then it's gonna be a charge.
Okay.
It's gonna be a full-on Liu Kang dragon kick.
Perfect. Go for it.
If only I could get fire to come out like Liu Kang.
If only.
So, if only. What?
Liu Kang's a god now.
Right?
20,
23 to hit.
definitely hits.
All right, and then that is an 8, a total of 16.
Oh, you. I need Grin and Torger to make dex saves, as it just
Alright.
explodes into jagged shards.
Hey, 22.
All right, you both are gonna take half, so you both take 1 damage
Yay!
as you get hit by these shards, and that's the end of that combat.
Alright. And since that guy died, I get 7 hit points.
Yep.
Damn.
I'll mark that off. That one dead as well. Torger has killed all of the methods.
Yep.
But
That was awesome.
yeah, they're all dead. They're all like kind of just shattered among the snow. You still have these frozen people no longer being defaced, and yeah, you can still hear the thunderous footfalls moving through the city to the east, and that's where like the biggest form of the blizzard seems to be kind of centered on. Even though there's a blizzard all around the city, that's where it seems to be like the biggest. But you two reunite almost 24 hours later with everything covered in snow and ice.
Torger, I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you too. I get the blanket around me, and I'm gonna throw the blanket around, kind of like a cape, and my arms are in there. I'm just like standing like there, and then he looks at Grin, and is like, puts it up, and says, "Hey, wanna come in?"
Doom's in there, and he like shakily holds the torch away from you so
Yeah, I
you
was gonna
don't
say, the torch
burn.
is
But
out
it's
here,
just
but
like
I'm still-
it's just hanging out like this. And
Also gonna take the hair, put it in an updo so that it doesn't catch on
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
Yeah,
all that
Put it in
product in
updo.
there.
yeah. Make it look good, you know,
Got it.
for the fans.
Torger,
For the fans.
Torger, I wouldn't know. I don't know if I would have made it if you were here.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm I don't particularly I'm not like 100% in love with cold.
Me neither. My wings flap because my blood flows through them. So when it's like this, I freeze it.
Yeah, this is also different than like just a nice still frozen lake. It's like it moves around. I don't like when the snows comes down. Ugh.
Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it either.
What do you want to go towards the source of it? Maybe
No.
I'm just saying maybe we could figure out how to turn it off.
I'd like to turn it off. Yeah. You're actually really warm.
Yeah, I
like
might-
you feel this ice cold little little Sprite like up against your ribs, and he's just like,
Oh, you're so warm. You're so warm.
like when someone you're sitting next to puts their cold feet on your back. You're like,
Oh, the worst.
all right, I think we got to. I'm sorry to say it. I think we got to put out the torch so that we can become the night.
All right. I think you're warmer anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So you put the torch out, and yeah, it's dark and blizzardy. And yeah, you can see these massive three-toed humanoid-esque icy footprints heading in that direction. So like, they're footprints in the deep snow that's been piling up from the blizzard, but like the bottom of the footprint is like a thin sheet of ice. Like whatever's walking is leaving like frozen footprints in its wake.
So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna. As I start my turn in absolute darkness, I'm going to. Yeah, find a shadow, start in absolute darkness, and gain the 6 points.
You wouldn't even need to find a shadow. With the torch snuffed and the blizzard blocking of the moonlight, it's dark
dim.
as fuck.
yeah.
Nice.
You can see lights on in like nearby buildings, but
Oh,
like everything's still frozen solid. You see like a guy sitting through a nearby window. You see a guy sitting at his dinner table about to eat some stew, but he's frozen, and the stew is frozen in his hand.
Yeah, he was going to get a late night snack. Now, he's turned himself into a popsicle. Or maybe he didn't do it himself. We get to turn all these popsicle people back into people.
And yeah, still.
I hope they're all right.
They don't. I don't know how to best describe it. They don't seem dead.
It seems like some kind of fuck around magic.
And yeah, the rift in the sky has got like the mint green edges to it, like everything else. And then the ley lines have been having the mint green, so it's kind of part of that. It looks like. Spoilers. I didn't know what to do for this session, so I rolled for an arcane surge. The whole reason you guys have been investigating things,
Oh,
and this is what we got.
nice, perfect,
A-
and thematic.
Exactly. Some of the other options were dinosaurs appearing out of nowhere.
Love that.
Was kind of hoping for that one, but this one fits the season. But yeah, you can see these massive three-toed humanoid. They're definitely humanoid in shape, but just with 3 toes going off to the east, and you still hear the thunderous footfalls, like.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, alright, so what I need you to do is I need you to be very quiet, and you need to move with me. And stay under
Yeah,
my
I'm under
blanket,
your
though.
armpit.
Be careful, it's so cold.
I warm up faster.
Yeah, not really.
He puts his tiny icicle hands like.
Ah, you've got lizard skin. So cold. Alright, I'm going to see, I think. So, I want to, yeah. Alright, let's go tracking. I want to start, yeah, just, moving through the snow, following the tracks.
Okay.
Is there any way I would know about how close we are to, like, if I can't see them?
You can't see them, no. You just see the
But I can
footprints
hear.
and hear them. Give me a perception check. Disadvantage though because of the blizzard.
Of course.
But the DC's low because they make a lot of noise.
Yeah, so, so it's about a 7.
Nah, somewhere. Yeah, like as you're like moving past the tracks, the footprints, yeah. They're like the snow in the city's deep. Like it is surprisingly deep. From it's been snowing for a long time. It looks like, but the snow, you can estimate that all of this started around sometime because the clock froze at a certain time. But the footprints are deep in the snow drifts, but also the bottom of the footprints. Yeah, like I said, they're like a sheet of ice on the bottom. Like whatever is stepping is freezing the ground with every footfall. Yeah, you can just follow in the direction.
I'd like to avoid the difficult terrain and
Yeah.
fly just over the snow.
Oh, perfect.
with swing boots.
Just flapping over the
Yeah. Just kind of Naruto running.
in the air. Okay.
Running.
Cool. That'll definitely cut down the time it takes to catch up.
Yeah. I can move 45 feet a second. Or not a second. 45 feet a turn.
Yeah, so every 6
For
seconds. Yeah.
flying? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
My wing boots are just whatever my feet are.
Nice. That is awesome.
So that's gonna be
Pretty sweet cheeks.
2,700 feet every minute. Okay. So you and Grin start like floating through the city. Naruto floating through the city, following these footprints. Nothing's been destroyed. It doesn't seem like whatever this is destroying things. The city is intact, if you'd call this intact. And as you follow the large footprints for a time, you can see more frozen people out on the streets. You don't see any more of the Mephits, though. But you do hear them cackling somewhere, but they're hidden. About a couple large city blocks ahead, you can only see it due to its size. Through the blowing snow, you can see something moving, like a part of it is moving. You see a tall figure, about 15 feet tall, slightly humanoid in appearance, but its body is made of solid ice, and it's covered in large holes. Like the entire body is covered in holes, where the blizzard-like winds and weather seem to emanate from, like a snowblower, just like blowing out of these holes. And it's slowly lumbering through the city. You can't hear any commotions elsewhere. Like the entire city is indeed frozen. And yeah, you just see that thing, a couple large city blocks ahead, just moving through the city. But you have sight on it now, but you're still a ways out. And yeah, it's just weird. Just imagine a tall, icy guy, just snow blowing out of his body.
Ugh. Gross.
All right, so it looks like we found him. We found the one we want to take down.
Alright, but how do we do it?
Shit. I'm not so good at ideas. I do punching.
What size category is this guy?
Huge.
Huge. Alright, so my net will not work.
No.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what could go so wrong from punching? Okay, let's get a little closer. I've got an idea.
Okay, as you go to get closer, it moves. It's moving, but when it moves, it covers ground because it's a big dude. And as you kind of get closer and catch up, it's beginning to lumber into the heart of the residential district towards a large. Yo, what's up?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
That's all good.
I just triggered in me. Divine Sense. What can I pick up off of that?
I don't think Divine Sense would get triggered on this guy.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's lumbering slowly into the heart of the residential district where all the people live, and it's moving towards a large fountain. It seems lost and agitated. It's like looking around trying to figure out where it is. But also agitated. And it grabs a good portion of this large fountain, tears it from the foundations of the ground, and just angrily throws it hundreds of feet out of sight and off into the direction of the reef to the south. Just
So it could throw any one of us 100 feet.
now that you're closer, you can see its arms are incredibly long. It has pointed ears and a featureless face, aside from two eye sockets set with two icy spherical orbs of just solid ice, and large icicles extending out from various regions of its body. The cold winds it emanates from the vents on its body are freezing things solid in an instant, just like... A bird flying overhead falls to the ground and shatters into hundreds of pieces, just... So yeah, you get a sense that this thing is what's making everything here just... freezes as it just walks about. And yeah, it's currently kind of just looking around the residential district and like moving towards buildings now, like to just vent its anger.
Hey, Torger.
Yeah.
If we attack this thing, I think I have just one request. Let me go first. Let me attack first, and stay away from it.
Posted a picture of what it vaguely looks like.
Okay, you wants to attack it first? I got a plan, okay? What you's going to do is you's going to attack it. And what I's going to do is I's going to think real hard. And then I'm going to... he gets behind the building and then increases he doubles in size.
Okay.
Let's see, give me a second.
You'd become large.
Yeah, I enlarge, so I'd be a large size. So I'd be My height would double,
Yep.
which I think is about 4 feet, so that'd be 8 feet. And my weight would multiply by 8. Yeah. And then, yeah. Just get real big.
Okay.
Get real big. So you were here and you're like, whoa. Somehow I get a little warmer. Just a little bit. Nah, you might notice, but, you know, nothing more cosmetically than mechanically. I get a little warmer.
Perfect.
Oh shit. Okay.
So now
So
you're like the
I-
size of like a little sugar
Yeah.
glider.
So I know that only lasts for a minute though, right?
What?
Because
Yeah, it only lasts for a minute, I think.
Oh, sorry. Well, do what you got to do.
It's gonna try and get within throwing range.
Okay.
What would you say that would be?
Let's find out.
Yeah, we're gonna move towards it. Yeah.
So make
We're
Torger
dodging and
bigger.
hitting shadows.
You're gonna want to stay back.
You did say you took cover in an alley, so I'll put you right here. Grin, right now, you're about, looking at the battle map, 30 feet away.
Is that throwing distance?
For what?
For a thing?
That's if that you're 30 feet away. If you're actually, I did say he was at the fountain. He'd be closer to the fountain.
Okay.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Okay. It is. So this is before you leave Torger. It's 40 feet away from where Torger
Okay.
and you are.
All right.
This thing can.
If what I'm throwing is about like the size of a dagger, would you say it's I'd need to get within 20 feet?
It's written in the item how far you can throw it. I don't know if you added it to your character sheet or not.
Let's see.
You can throw it.
Yes, it is a dagger.
What?
I mean, like it is a dagger range. So yeah.
Oh, 20 feet. Yeah, and it explodes in a 60-foot radius.
Yep.
That's what you're doing.
Oh gosh, that's bad.
It's a lot of fire damage. It's
I
15d6.
Yeah, I think I am going to instead try to use my bow to shoot the vial or do something. I don't know. I can't be within the blast radius.
I would say if you're trying to shoot out of the bow, disadvantage. Because it's not an arrow.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Unless for some reason along the way you were planning this and you tied it off on an arrow.
Well, yeah. I mean, I am planning it. We have been talking about it.
Okay, cool. You can tie it off on an arrow then to avoid disadvantage.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
I'll try that
to an
then.
arrow.
Alright, so you have a little
And-
explosive arrow that you're about to shoot at this thing.
And before he does it, he's going to.
It detonates
cast-
in a 60-foot radius.
Yeah, he's gonna make sure he's.
You
a good
and
distance.
Torger are currently 40 feet away.
Oh, we're gonna back up a little bit. Oh, back up. Back up.
Or shoot.
You getting out of the radius then? Also, these are residential buildings.
if
There is a battle map you might want to look at.
Yeah.
If you do this, because there's residential buildings within the 60-foot radius, and the people inside might be vaporized in the blast.
Damn it. That's not. Yeah, that's not Grin's thing. All right. Yeah. All right.
Just drop a nuke in the center of the town.
Yeah. Never mind.
Aw.
Gosh, I was trying to
If
figure
only.
out a time to use it, but if I'm seeing like a bunch of like
Yeah,
people,
there's the
around,
residential buildings.
That's not
No,
Grin's
you
vibe.
see,
He
you
cares
see a
too much.
child throw
Yeah.
a ball like bouncing towards a.
Yeah,
frozen towards
as
a
you're like
ball.
as you're like getting this arrow ready, you can see there's like a kid frozen in the middle of the town square building a snowman. Well, not building a
Alright.
snowman because it's fucking yeah.
And you see Grin looks at you, and it's just like, and then just puts it back.
Okay. It does start to like continue lumbering on.
Oh dear, that was my plan right there. We could see where it's going when it wants.
I will say, if you don't know anything now, the enlarge might drop soon.
Yeah.
Oh right, shit. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Then I am
So I mean,
actually gonna.
yeah, what are you gonna do? Yeah,
Oh,
it's still
no,
predicated
you
on
can-
you doing a thing. I thought that's why.
Yeah,
that's why I did enlarge.
Yep.
So it's all
Nope.
predicated on.
You have enlarge. Grin is going to cast heroism on you. He's gonna stay behind and let you go in.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
then,
roll initiative
I was gonna ask that very thing.
and battle map it up.
Okay. All right. I guess I just roll the same thing for initiative, no matter what.
Perfect.
So as long as you have temp HP, you are immune to the frightened condition, or at least it's not. I mean, it's not until you lose temp HP, but like as long as you have this, as long as I'm concentrating, you have immunity to the frightened condition, and every turn you gain 4 temp hit points.
Oh. Every turn I gain 4 temp hit points.
Yeah, but those don't
Yes.
stack, so it's always going to be 4 temp hit
Yeah,
points.
yeah.
I'm currently at 6, so when I go below that, at the beginning of every turn.
Temp HP doesn't stack, so it overwrites. So the 6 would become a 4.
Oh.
My bad. -2. Sorry. But it regenerates every turn. Sorry, love you.
But yeah, Grin, roll initiative.
Oh, apologies. 15.
Okay. So Grin, you're up first.
So I'm concentrating on heroism. I am this distance away. I'm going to
You are 45 feet away.
great. That's
I would recommend
wonderful.
getting off my body.
Yep, I am getting off his body and I'm flying up on top of this building
Okay.
over here. Oops. Right in the middle of the square. That should be helpful. And then I am going to use crossbow attack.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright. Crossbow attack. Ka-cha.
I'll say you have advantage because I don't really know you guys were there yet.
Oops. Okay. 13 to hit. And after that shot, I'm gonna use the rest of my stuff to get on the back side of here, and I'm not gonna bonus action hide, but I'm gonna aim for like full or 3/4 cover.
Okay, cool. Torger.
Alright, you want the pain? Here comes the pain. Gonna dimness teleport.
Okay.
Want to get behind it?
It's walking in that direction, so you'd be teleporting in front of it.
Okay. Then I am gonna teleport to behind.
Perfect. Yep.
The goal is to then the first punch just boom, and then just throw a hard punch right into like one of its vents. Try
Yeah,
and
go for it.
disable a vent. Like that's the goal.
You're punching his holes. It's like a game.
You wants to talk shit? I'll punch a hole.
Go for it.
I will punch your holes. You think I'm afraid? I'll punch holes all day. 19.
That hits.
Cool. This, which is 10
Oh, shit.
plus.
It is not vulnerable to bludgeoning. Like, it's the little methods where so you punch it in the back and you just punch solid ice. Just.
Plus 3. So 13 total for the first.
Perfect.
Right in the vent.
Just poof. Yeah, your hand like numbs instantly as soon as you go to punch into the vent, because it's just expelling blizzard-like snow out of the vents as it walks.
Then I'd like to punch it in the back of the head.
All right, and just so you know, all terrain in front of, within 10 feet of it, is just pure slippery ice. So all terrain within 10 feet of it is difficult terrain. Just so you know.
I've moved, and then 22 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
So that's another 7 damage. I think that's 20 total
Perfect.
for those two, and then I'm gonna.
Yep, 20.
Reaction. I'm gonna use my. Gonna use a key point to do flurry of blows.
Go for it.
Flurry. Yeah, here comes some. You use a flurry of snow. I'm going to make flurry of blows.
Flurry of snows.
Alright, so that's 19.
That hits.
And 19.
Yeah.
And that is. 7 plus 4, so that's 11 on the first.
Okay.
Flurry of blows hit. And then the second one is. Plus 13, so that's 23. So that's 43 for the whole
Yeah.
thing. So that's first it's a kidney punch, then a back of the head punch, then two knees to the back.
Perfect. Anything else?
You wants the thunder? Come get the thunder.
It just slowly turns around. Looks down at you a little bit, not by much. 15 feet. Almost half, actually. Don't understand the language it's speaking. And it's gonna go to punch you in the face twice.
Sounds right.
With its massive ice fists. For a 25 to hit on the first one,
Oh yeah, that's a big 10 for.
you take 13 bludgeoning damage,
Oh no.
plus 3 cold.
And then you said 3 cold damage.
Correct.
Ooh.
And then it's going to go for an uppercut with the other fit. When it goes to punch, it's like it moves slow when it goes to hit because it's got so much mass. And then the second hit is a 22 to hit. Uppercut. 11 bludgeoning damage, so uppercut,
Okay.
and then 5 cold.
16 total damage. Huh?
Yeah.
Oof, oof, a doof. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Definitely spitting out some blood.
Yeah, but the blood's all.
Bloody nose.
As soon as you spit out the blood, it just freezes as soon as it touches the air. So it's just like.
Like it already like huge welt on the side of the face.
Alrighty.
Oh, God.
That's its turn. Yeah, you're standing in front of it. It's colder than anywhere in the city. Like anywhere you've been here.
13 plus 19. What's the? Do I need to do a con save?
Oh, correct. Yeah,
For
you
the-
do.
for the big
Yeah. So within the radius thing, within 5 feet of this thing, it's about 100. It's about negative 112 Fahrenheit.
What? 112 Fahrenheit? That's
Negative
That's,
112.
yeah, but I mean, like that's
Yeah.
that's
It's
colder
very
than
cold.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
That yes, as well it should be. So that was 16
That's like
on the
space.
save.
16 and the total damage on the first. It's half of the total. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Grin.
He's sad.
He's gonna move. Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna move over to here.
Mm-hmm. This little like 8-inch tall thing flying through a blizzard. Just the winds are like buffeting you around too as you fly, so it's like so really it should be half flying speed, but whatever.
Oh, I'll get that. There we go. We'll go
Okay,
half.
cool.
I'm down with that.
Yeah,
That makes
it's
sense.
rough.
Yeah.
Your wings are like forming. Your like wings are freezing in places.
And he's gonna do another crossbow attack.
Go for it.
The max I can roll for damage on this is 13. I don't think I'm helping. But let's see. That's a 16 to hit.
16 hits. Just little bolt. Ping.
Sweet. Let's see how much damage it does. 7 damage.
Okay. Where it hits, a little crack kind of spider webs out a little bit. Just.
Bonus action. Do I remember if this thing goes first or Torger?
Torger goes next.
Okay, never mind. It would be not a good idea to cast Sanctuary on Torger then. Yeah. That's I think that's all I can do here. Yep. That's it.
Okay, cool. Torger. It's real cold in front of this thing, as I said, about negative 112. Start of your turn, you take. Ooh, I rolled high on that. 10 cold damage.
Is that before or after he gets his? Because at the start of his turn, he also gets 4 temporary
So
HP.
get the 10 HP first, then the 10 cold damage happens. So you get 4 temp HP, then you take 10 cold damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So you feel like a little bump, and then the cold just seeps into your bones.
Alright, so then.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. So then. I'm going to hit once.
Okay.
19.
Hits.
Twice. 23.
Hits.
First one is. Nope, that is 13 damage on the first one.
Okay.
$14 damage on the second one.
Okay.
So that's another. That's like one of those two palm, like, or the two hand, like the axe handle, like that thing that Superman does. That, boff, boff, like up and down, just because I'm humongous. And then I am going to kind of notice how my hands are kind of sticking together and like starting to instantly like crack and dry just
Mhm.
of how cold it is. Like there's blood coming off my knuckles that's just, it's my blood, but it's like slush blood.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like it's already starting to like just cake and freeze, and all like my mustache is just a frozen blood mustache.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, just like so. And he's going to like turn around to go right behind him, but then he sees Grin, so he keeps turning, and then I'm going to shadow step
Cool.
over to here,
Okay.
which is so just a teleport to move to another dark area.
Okay. Kind of tilts his head in the direction where the crossbow bolt came from. But it can.
Do I have 3/4 or full cover right now?
I don't know.
Alright.
But I can kind of see Torger sticking out a little bit. Because you are a large creature. It's gonna just go. It's gonna lumber towards you. Because you have been beating the shit out of it. Gonna get to right there. And yeah, wherever it walks, it just leaves a trail of ice. And it's gonna make 2 attacks on Torger.
Okay.
The first is a 20 to hit.
That's a miss.
It goes to punch, but you can see this punch is about to get veered off towards a building, and it stops its punch short. Like it doesn't want to destroy the fucking building. And then, second attack, 25.
Wants to take a nap anyway.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Down.
And 6 cold. So you just, and then you go back to normal size. And then it's gonna keep walking. How much movement did it use? 20. And then it's just gonna keep walking in the direction it was going before Torger started punching it. It's gonna start head back in that direction. Grin. Just punch it.
Okay.
Yeah, you see Torger. You can see Torger visible in the blizzard when they're big, and then no longer.
I have to remember that I am I'm a monk.
So
Yeah.
if I dash, I can get
'Cause I
40.
have all these stunning strikes.
If I dash, I can get 40
Ah!
feet, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. Shit, how far was that?
Well, do you know how many times I
Okay.
just hit and could have been
Yeah.
stunning strikes, guys? That is.
I'd say you could see Torger from there.
Use it or lose it. Yeah, I can't do anything even. I don't have any like ranged helpy stuff. But that's my action.
Well, when you were inside, can I ask a question? I'll ask you, GM, and I don't know if this is too much
Sure.
metagaming, so please. When you were inside my cloak, you probably could have seen that I had a potion on me.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, but I can't use it from where I'm at. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Like I got as far as I could on my turn, and I can't do anything right now. So it'll have to be on the next turn.
And also, temp HP doesn't help if you're unconscious. You don't get temp HP while unconscious.
Right.
Also, throwing that out there for when that comes up.
Yep.
Any bonus actions for Grin, or is that it?
No, I don't have any bonus
Okay.
actions that can help right now.
So this thing's just gonna keep lumbering the way you going.
Does Torger have?
Well, Torger, death saving throw.
You know it. Here it comes.
Haven't had a lot of death saving throws this campaign, so
Yeah. I haven't died a lot. Actually, this might be the first time I've been down. Actually, I think it is.
it might be, yeah.
Just a D20.
Don't roll a 1.
That's a 10.
That's exactly right on a success.
Yay!
Yeah, it is.
Unless we were playing Meat
So-
Grinder and you'd be 5 short.
I
That's
have,
Torger's turn, and that's gonna... Wait a second. Oops, that thing shouldn't have walked. It didn't have its... I went prematurely on its turn.
Yeah, but that's okay.
There we go.
It had its turn.
No.
Alright.
Now it's... So that was Torger's turn for the death save. So just put it back where it was, and that's its turn.
Cool.
Grin.
35 feet away, I have to use my action again to get within range, but my bonus actions are not useful right now.
Just frozen
so
blood
that's
all
it.
over Torger's face.
Yeah, that's it right now.
Okay. Torger, death saving throw. Natural 20 pops you up to 1 HP and you get your turn.
Nope, it was natural 1.
That's 2 fails.
2 fails.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Luckily, Grin's there, and you got
I'm
a
right
potion on
here.
yourself. Cool. The Rhyme Walker is just gonna keep moving. Again, yeah, it didn't want to punch a building, and it seems to be avoiding buildings with its movement. As you kind of see it lumber away.
It hates civil engineering. Destroyed that fountain.
Oh, it fucked that fountain up.
So it hates it. It wants to keep the buildings cool, but it hates civil engineering. All right,
When this all ends and people wake up, they're like, "Where the fuck the fountain go?" Anyways, Grin.
Grin's gonna cast Cure Wounds on
Okay.
Torger
Roll for it.
using a second level spell slot.
Go for it.
Good roll, 17 hit points.
Cool.
Oh, come on, Torger, don't leave me. Come on, you're the only one left. Come on.
He gets 17 hit points.
Alright. Anything else, Grin?
No. He
Alright.
maintained concentration, so he's got 4 temp HP on top of that.
Alright. So, yep. Towards your start of your turn, you get 4 temp HP. And you are currently prone on the ground.
Alright.
I don't know if we can take that guy.
He's looking rough as he's walking away.
I'm gonna use. Definitely gonna use my potion of healing. Do I have is it just a regular potion of healing? Probably. I mean, it's all I've got in my inventory. So
It's just a regular one.
I'm not
Yeah,
keeping. I'm not keeping track of that stuff.
Right, so I've got it. So then, that's what I've got. So.
Yep. Just make sure you delete it, because I think someone hasn't been deleting they're deleting their potions, because they keep like, you took that potion. I'm gonna delete it because I know you took it, because you just yeah. So
So yeah, so I just had that one. Oh,
Cool.
delete. Oh, I just deleted all of them. That's
Oh,
what
well.
I wanted to do. I'll add one back.
sure.
But I used one, and what is the roll? on
2d4
potion?
plus 2.
The max you can get from a regular healing potion is 10 hit points.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get 4.
So you get 4. Better than nothing.
Uh,
You down it. It's like, you know what?
it's
you
the
go to-
least I could get.
You expect it to glide down, but it's like you're chugging a slushy and you get brain freeze. Even the potions are like frozen, just.
Yeah.
But because they're magical, they're not entirely frozen. They've just turned into slushies.
Like alcohol. Yeah. It's like a margarita.
Yeah. But yeah, you have your turn. It is an action to drink a potion and half movement to stand up.
Then I am going to.
And the path it takes is difficult terrain, so actually I'll draw the path it's taking. Just so people know, like, this is going to be difficult terrain in a 10-foot radius.
I mean, I also have those winged boots, so I can just fly over the ice.
Yep, and also flying is half speed because yours is magical flying. Never mind.
I'm gonna.
So that's roughly difficult terrain. That's all ice right there. But yeah, I forgot your boots are magical, so your flying isn't affected by the wind.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna move 60 feet over here.
Okay. Now you can see it lumbering away. Just
I'm gonna move another 20. But I'm gonna start gliding,
okay.
like I'm skating, so it looks like I'm skating,
Sure.
like I'm Frozone.
Perfect. Anything else?
You're going to knock me down. I'm going to knock you down. You come to knock me down. Whatever.
Okay.
It's like,
Then it'll move.
come along, Grin.
It'll move another 30 feet, just walking through the city, avoiding whatever structures it can. Yeah. Grin, it's your turn now.
Yeah, Grin just uses action to get that far. Action and movement.
I don't know. What do you think we should do? I mean, we need to take it out, right? If it's causing all this, but it doesn't seem to want to do anything bad. I don't know what's going on.
It is leaving the residential district now, though, as it's like slowly moving. It's getting now towards like the eastern wall of the city.
I mean, if it gets into open ground, maybe I can throw this thing or shoot the thing at it. But
Yeah, we're going to take it down. That's what we're going to do.
all right, it feels kind of bad since it's only being kind of defensive.
Torger, it's your turn.
Hey, Grin,
Yeah,
I need you to pick a lane.
yeah, no, I don't know. This seems weird.
It did kill a bird.
Shoot a bird. It's gotta die. Shoot a bird.
It froze a whole city. Fucked up a fountain.
It did fuck up the fountain. It did not. It had 0 fucks to give for that fountain.
Alright, so then for Torger, it's another 60 feet, and then I've got 45 feet of movement. Bonus action. I'm gonna hold there, and I'm actually gonna take my other potion.
Okay. Might be a good idea.
Yeah. That gets rid of my potions. Oh man. Come on. give
It
me
would have been
10,
rough if
please.
Torger died in this session and then everything unfreezes. It's like, hey, so, Torger died. How? So you drink the other potion. It's another 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, which is I rolled a 6 plus 2 is 8.
Okay.
8. That's good.
It's fine.
Almost max. For
Well, I
the-
mean, it's almost max.
For a base
max
potion,
is 10. So
Yeah. I just it's
Another quick chug of a potion. Another bout of brain freeze.
and who's going to take it down? Ah!
So is that your turn then?
That's it. Yeah.
All right. It's just gonna
I'm just trying to
it's gonna keep walking.
my God, it's so fast.
Wait, was that not 30?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, he's
Oh, yeah.
moving
30 feet. Yeah.
so fast.
And it's
Um,
getting to the wall, and it's like in the process of like vaulting over the city wall. It's like in the process of climbing over it, but it doesn't have enough movement to do that. So, Grin.
All right. Jeez. Yeah, it is fast.
Just takes big steps because it's a bigger creature.
Hmm. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot a shot at it.
Crossbow, go for it.
Yeah, just regular.
And because you have
bolt.
crossbow expert, you have crossbow expert, right?
Yeah, why?
Okay, I'm just wondering. So 75. Never mind. I don't know what I'm thinking. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't have disadvantage on distance.
Okay.
I can if they're 320 feet away, I can still attack.
And yeah, 10-foot radius from where it's walking. Basically, that's all ice.
Okay.
So that's all. The ground there is all difficult terrain.
All right. Here we go. Hoping I hit it. Nope. That's a 12.
And these bolts like sink into snow, so it's like, well.
Yeah. Well.
Anything else?
If I could bonus action move, that would be great. Otherwise,
Guess you better multi-class
but if
in a
he's, I guess
rogue.
if he's leaving, then this place might just thaw out by itself. But he'll just freeze something else.
Yeah, he's headed towards like the east wall. He'd be actually. I gotta think of in my mind where the east wall of the city is. Yeah, a road. So like people are gonna be coming down the road, being like.
All right. Yeah, that's it for my turn. I don't really. I mean, I've got the only other things I have as bonus actions are concentration spells. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna get rid of the one that's giving Torger temp HP.
All right. Yeah, and the walls are pretty high, so this guy's he's only 15 feet tall, and the walls are like 100, so he's like gonna have to like start like he's gonna have to like climbing up the wall or break it down. But it does seem like he's attempting to climb it and not just destroy it. So, Torger, it's your turn.
Like kind of slowing up, looking at the situation, remembering what Grin had before. All right, buddy, I'll get you your shot. So he shadow steps to Grin,
Okay.
and then magically flies up at an angle 45 feet up.
Okay.
So he's getting a slight height advantage
Awesome!
for your shot, for your fire shot.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a shot, buddy. So it's like,
I mean, even if you miss, it's gonna detonate at a 60-foot radius wherever it lands. So he know.
Oh, I wasn't using the acrid, but 'cause
Oh.
the acrid would destroy the
What are you-
wall
what are
too.
what are you
A lot
using?
of infrastructural damage.
Let us in so we can help.
I'm just using regular bow arrow shots.
All right.
Okay, so you do that. I don't know where your token is, where you're planning on going.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess. Token wise, I'd come back here and then I'd move 30. For simplicity's sake, let's say it's 35 and then up 10 feet. So I'm up 10 feet to start.
Okay, and Grin's with you. Cool. Anything else?
That's all for me.
Alrighty.
Okay, yeah,
It's gonna use half of its movement to start climbing up the wall. 15 feet. It's gonna dash to go another 15. So it's 30 feet up the 100-foot wall. Just. Grin.
I feel like I should have just stuck with what I had normally done and just used darkness so that I would actually have advantage on attacks or something, since I only get one attack. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna try another crossbow shot on this guy.
Okay.
Oh, please. This is 21 hit.
That hits. Ting!
Yay.
It kind of halts
8
it.
damage.
8 damage. It halts its climb, we'll say. As it hits, it's slowly starting to like turn its head around. Anything else?
You! What the hell, man?
Anything else?
Be coming!
No, I don't have a bonus action really. I guess. No.
Okay. Torger, 4 temporary hit points.
All right, 4 temporary hitch points. Hitch points.
Hitch point. Temporary hitch point.
So
Okay, the bolt,
going-
like the crossbow bolt, hits this thing and just slowly starts like turning its head as it's climbing up the wall.
So we're about 10 feet off the ground, so it's shot up at it. We're gonna fly up another like 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and then fire an arrow at it.
Go for it.
It's a 26
That hits.
hit. All right, and then I'm gonna fire that bow again.
That's right, Torger, get him in the holes!
That's 19. Yeah, I'm going to pierce your holes.
Oh, that hits as well.
Alright, so the first one is 11 damage, the second one is 6 damage, and then I'm going to use a key point. Oh, well, actually, yeah. I'm if I take the just for I'm still learning Monk a little bit. If I take the dodge action and there's like, does that help if it's a Dex save?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I am going to use a key point to take patient defense.
Okay.
So yeah, we're about even with it at like about 40 feet up.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take patient defense. And use
Nice.
Okay.
trying to save us. Make sure we're good.
Justin pulled out the ruler, and I'm just like, just do it, man.
Yeah, I can't though. That's the thing. Oh yeah, you
would have to
move.
jump off the.
Gotta move you onto a square.
We're up about 40 feet.
Yeah.
Mind you, we're about 10 feet above his eye level. Or no,
10.
moved up 30 feet.
Yeah.
Actually, probably close to where he's at.
Shit. You're 5 feet away from what I wanted to do. And he couldn't.
Because if he moved 5 feet away from the wall, he'd drop.
Yeah. You can see that. You can see all of the vents on his body, like the holes. They're vents, and that's where all the stuff's coming out of. They didn't like charge up like he's gonna do something, and then he sees that he can't reach, and then instead. Oh man. Could drop 10 feet. Just choose to fall.
No.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's go. 6 bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay.
Wait, how hot? No, wait. I said it was 30 feet. It's not gonna fucking drop 30 feet. No.
That's a bit. You said it was up 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
30 feet's a bit of a drop. A bit of a wee bit of a drop.
And it's looking not so great.
Yeah, get out of here and stay out.
Yeah, you want to come back with us? We hit your events.
We hit your vents.
Yeah, get that snow stuff out of here.
And it's gonna climb another 30 feet up the wall. Action to dash.
Hey, Torger, you think that do you think killing this thing will actually take out that rift, or how can we get rid of that rift too? Because that's where this thing probably came from, right? Maybe another one will come through. You gotta watch out.
Yeah, all I think is that's where snow's coming from, so we got to turn off the snow.
Yeah, oh, I'm done with this. I'm done with the snow.
Yeah, I'm sick of being so cold. I do not like
Yeah,
this.
it is now. Went another 30 feet up the wall, so it's 60 feet up the wall, 40 feet away from the top. So, Grin, it's your turn. So it's above you now, climbing up.
Alright, I'm gonna try another attack.
Go for it.
Another crossbow attack. I feel like these crossbow attacks are just plink, plink, plink. 21 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh, for 11 piercing damage.
Alrighty. Thunk. Kind of spiderweb cracks a little more, and it's just like still like trying to climb up.
Yeah, faster.
All right. Anything
Get
else?
out of here.
No,
All
that's
right.
all I got.
Torger.
I'm gonna stay clung to Torger.
Alright, buddy, I'm so sorry. You can't go with me.
What?
I'm going to do some crazy shit.
Wow. Okay, alright, fine, do you think I trust you?
Unless you want to come. Alright, here we go. So I said we were already up 40 feet,
Yep.
and I'm gonna travel the. Where's the measuring tool?
It's right here.
Yeah, I got it.
Or I guess it's different for.
Okay. So yeah, so I've got it. Alright, so.
Yeah, the wall is 30 feet away.
Well, 30 feet away.
Yep.
I can move 45. What I'm gonna do is I'm 40 feet up. And you said it's 60 feet up?
Yeah.
Alright, so
40 feet from the top of the wall.
So I'm going to move the 30 feet up, and then I am going to.
You do have to be.
Tell-
You do have to be in a square zone.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Got you. There. I'm in the square.
Yep.
I am going to vamp up there to get advantage on the first punch. I'm gonna shadow step up there.
I don't think you'd get it. Oh yeah, right, because your shadow step gives you. Yeah.
And the first melee hit. Yeah.
So you're shadow stepping where?
Right up on it, right in the exact same, like in its face, like in its right.
Okay.
Right on its head. And I'm going to Falcon Punch
Okay.
without the flames, because I don't have flame powers, guys. Be cool.
No.
Falcon Punch.
Ow.
So that is a 25.
That hits.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Just a
Get
little
it.
guy.
Get
So
it.
that is 9 damage,
Okay.
and I am going to play the monk as it is intended, and I'm going to ask you to kindly make a DC roll.
Con save.
So it's a
Yeah.
cool.
21.
Well, that does it. So,
Let's
I'm
see.
going to take that second attack,
Yep.
and let's do that. Hello, friend. Oof. Yeah, hate to see it.
9 misses.
The 9 does miss. You hate to see
You
it.
punch into the ice and it just like hurts.
Unacceptable. Alright, so then I am going to. Going to fly up the other 15 feet I had.
Ooh, cool. Attack of opportunity then.
Yep.
Just gonna lashing out. It's gonna go to try to like fucking slap you out of the air.
So it only has one hand connected.
That doesn't make any difference. Just flavoring its attack.
Ah, okay, yeah. I didn't have anything anyway. I was just curious.
24 to hit.
Ah, come on. Yeah, that hits.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
3 cold. Just whack. As you fly up 15.
Get out of its radius.
I'm
And it has now you know it has about a 10-foot reach. Big old long arms. Anything else?
that's all for me.
Cool. It's gonna keep climbing. And it's gonna do 2 attacks at you as it climbs up.
Sure. Yes. Why not?
Ooh, an 8 to hit.
That's a miss.
And a 23 to hit.
It's a hit.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
6 cold.
Okay, so 15.
So, and it's going. It's not gonna go the full amount. It doesn't want to get pummeled on its way up, so it's gonna kind of stop where it was. So yeah, you flew 15 feet. It only went then 10. It only went 5 feet up because it's got a 10-foot reach.
You only did 5 feet up?
Yeah.
Keep your secret.
Grin.
I can only move 20 feet, I think.
Yeah, because of the blizzard wind.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Torger and this thing aren't looking great.
Yeah. I'm not within touch distance, so I can't heal him. But I can try hitting this thing.
You absolutely can. It looks like dog shit.
So I am
Oh,
going...
wait. It's too late to do this.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm an idiot. Can I ask a specific thing?
What's that?
It's too late.
It's
Your
probably
turn's
too
about
late.
to come up. Your turn's about to come
I'll
up.
wait. Yeah, I'll wait till my next turn.
Alright, because I could definitely miss this. Here we go. I'm going to do a crossbow attack. Papa. That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
4.
And also, Torger is in radius of the ice damage from the cold.
Yikes.
Just so you know.
Max damage for 13 piercing.
How do you want to do this?
God damn it.
Right in the
I
hole.
had a plan.
Right in the hole. Right in the hole. The
So
one
it's-
that looks the most sensitive.
They all do. And it just kind of detaches from the wall and plummets. I think it said it was like it was like 65 feet up, so it plummets 65 feet, just off the wall and just into the city. The blizzard suddenly stops. The rift in the sky starts making a weird, like, sucking noise. And in the rift now you can see it. It begins to siphon up all of the snow and blizzardy shit and ice. And you can look up and you can see it's just like some weird, massive place that's just ice and snow everywhere. Some other plane of existence that just is ice and snow. The body starts to lift up into the air. And just begins getting pulled towards the rift in the sky.
Yeah, so long.
It's like Jumanji style, just... You can see methods from all over the city getting sucked up back into the rift.
Nice. They're just like, yeah, we wanted to stay.
And as this thing disappears into the rift, the immediate summer temperatures come flooding back, just... the snow is gone, all the ice is gone, you can see people thawing in the streets.
Sun.
The sun's... No, it's nighttime.
Oh.
But everything appears to be back to normal, but people look confused in the streets. They're like, what the fuck? But yeah, Torch, you're up in the air hovering where this thing was. No record of its presence anywhere aside from the demolished fountain. You're kind of hovering in the air. Grin, you're hovering in the air as well. And yeah, that's the combat.
So I really need to remember my silly shit, because when I hit this guy, I have the crusher feat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can move it 5 feet.
Yeah.
What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Happens.
Dude, that crusher feed on Among Us tits.
Well, yeah, I'm an idiot, though. Anyway.
Yeah, everything looks like it's back to normal.
Great. So then, slowly come down on shaky wing boots and hit the ground and just take a knee. Like,
There was a person who was like trying to collect water from the fountain while it was frozen. They unthaw and they're holding their jug. Like, what? Huh? And they just walk off, confused.
Sure, Torger. Here.
And he's gonna do another cure wounds on you. 2nd level cure wounds. For a total of 10 hit points. Not great, but it's something.
yes, for sure. Still concentrate. You know what?
Yeah, now it's nighttime and there's moonlight everywhere, and
Yeah.
the storm
Yeah.
the storm's gone. That was persistent. It looks like the weather kind of got all fucky now. It's no more storm, so the gloom isn't as prominent here.
The heroism is probably gone because it only lasts a minute. So
Yeah, but if I'm in darkness, I get
Exactly.
6, 10,
yeah. Darkness.
So,
All right. Ah.
yeah, Torger starts like trying to
What in the nine hells was that thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like how it did that. We've got to see if everyone's okay.
That was the coldest I've ever seen.
Farmer blowing, trying to get his nose to look similar to the shape it was. It's been broken again.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Cracking it. Hey, Grin.
Yeah?
I just want to say thank you for. I think you're the reason I got up. So, if you want to, you can pick a tattoo.
Hey, if I get to pick a tattoo, you get to pick a tattoo for me since you saved my ass against the Muffets. I'd have been so dead.
Alright. Well, I was thinking I was going to make you a very small, just a snow cone.
A snow cone?
Yeah, a snow cone. Yeah.
Do you mind if I pick the colors?
I wouldn't know the difference anyway.
Alright, I'll pick your tattoo, later.
No,
Let me
no, that's
think.
not. That's
No,
not
no,
how it
it's
works.
it's gotta be in a minute. You're right. Let's see. Yeah, I know what I'll do.
Mhm.
I'll tattoo an ice method, but have like heart eyes, but then like or like X's over its eyes, and it's like exploding.
Yeah, okay. I think I knows what that is. I'm going to do it right here, right
Yeah.
where you were when it was cold.
Yeah.
Like a really hard to do like wood tattoo.
Mhm.
Just underneath there. It'll just be of an exploding ice method. Like you see its head,
But it's like
but its
it's in that.
body is it's like mid explosion. So you see like the explosion, radiant things and like shards flying off.
But like that
wings are coming through. Like,
that same cutesy style that you did the owl bear. Like,
Oh, the cutesy stuff. Yeah. Like leg just kind of flying and
Yeah.
through the air.
Yes.
As the two of you are here, you can see the clock tower. The hands kind of jerk around a little bit to get to the right
Whoa.
time.
Yeah.
11 at night.
Yeah, I think.
Do we
we
feel
get some-
tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say let's. I think it's okay. Let's go back. Let's see if we can get everyone to sleep until 9.
Well, that sounds good to me.
I'm going to leave a note.
Do you have any recommendations on like where I should get this thing? Since it's my first run, I don't want it to look like too weird.
Gets it to in a place that you want to show off, or if it means something good for you. Like I don't know if he wants to show off. It's going to be very small and very hard to do. Okay.
I don't know. Let's see.
It's gonna be a triangle with like 4 dots. 5 dots. It's gonna be a total of like it's like a one of those like Sometimes people have like the small tattoos behind their ear.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that max size.
You know how Mr. Perfect had like those biceps
yeah,
that are like
absolutely.
the circles almost. It's like, they're right there. So that's, it's like the
Like a
Oh,
mountain,
no.
the scoop is right on top.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give it to you there. Okay.
Well,
The colors, whatever you says,
yeah, all right.
well, it's all gray to me, except for maybe the one color's pretty cool, but everything else is gray. Beautiful slate gray.
They're all very pretty.
Okay.
Do you have any recommendations on like, cause it looks kind of painful. I saw.
Oh, it hurts like shit.
I feel like that needle could probably go through half my body.
Oh yeah. What, you trying to get me to talk you out of it? Cause I'm not. You're going to have to cast Cure Wounds the entire time I'm doing it.
Grin, while you and Torger are like talking about tattoos, you hear Antyr's voice in your head. Grin, have you seen Torger? To the Sending Stone. We woke up. Somehow it's nighttime and Torger isn't in the shack. Have you seen them?
Yeah, Torger and I. It was freezing. We found an ice hole. Killed it. And everything thawed. Hurt real bad. Gonna get tattoos. Go to sleep.
Oh, these were already used earlier today, but what? No, they weren't. Never mind. It's a new day, but
No, it's a whole new day.
I slept through all the shit because of the cold.
Yep.
Yeah. So they can respond to that one. So that's your use of it, and no, it's your response to the message. So they can't contact you again. Okay.
Right.
We got all the info.
So they're gonna stay in the shack then. Hopper, as you last know, Grin was in the brothel, trying to find, talking to somebody about the masquerade.
Something. Yeah. Oh yeah.
'Cause that's what Kate mentioned. They wanted Hopper to ask around to see if they could meet people that were going.
You know, if it wasn't so cold when all that was happening, we could have done some surveillance on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, if he wants to go to the shadows on our way back, we can see if we can see any other people. I guess to say, I'm probably not the most inconspicuous right now.
Wait, what?
I got a big ass bruise on my face.
Oh. Busted up, dude.
Yeah. I could get a raw piece of meat to put on my face and bring some of the swelling down.
Well, I mean, you'd start wearing your disguise.
No, that's not what that's for.
Okay.
Do you want to know what that's for?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'll give you a surprise.
Well.
Okay.
Alright. Let's get the tattoos on. Can we should get drinks, right?
Yeah, we could get drinks. Yeah, that's fine. Gets the blood flowing.
Yeah, let's get drinks. Let's do the tattoos. Huh?
I want to make sure I get some sleep.
I guess I'll sleep.
I need to make sure I get some sleep because if I don't feel good tomorrow, oh boy, that'd be really bad for everyone.
Yep. Yep. Me too.
Yeah, because we've missed a day before the masquerade. We don't want to miss any more.
You got
That's
as of
right.
right now, it's 3 days until the masquerade. Still.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Because this is yeah.
one day.
It was 4 days before you guys took the long rest, and then
So when we wake up, it'll be the morning.
it'll be
It'll
2
be
days.
2 days.
It'll be 2 days.
Okay.
Of the third day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So 2 days
Okay.
tomorrow.
So I need to make sure I get some sleep.
Yeah, let's go.
You would know the only tavern of place you know to get drinks. The brothel didn't have alcoholic beverages. The tavern that you saw somebody get mugged outside of Grin, near the north gates of the city, the Salted Goat is the only tavern in town. And as you guys fly off on that direction, I got stuff for the tavern that you guys can play around with. So we'll take a break there.
Yeah.
And we can come back for like we'll come back in 10 minutes for a tavern hangout with Grin and Torger. So,
All right.
at 11 p.m. So you know. Yeah. See you all in a few minutes.
All right.
Alrighty, so after fighting the big old ice thing, reversing the weird weather effects that have just happened, no one seems to be aware that the cold snap happened. Everyone seems to just be, oh, that was weird. Why is it nighttime now? The entire city just seems to be okay with it. It's weird. But you find yourselves, after about a half hour of walking from one side of the city to the next, almost. A half hour is generous. Whatever, it's fine. A brisk walk. You come to the near the front gates of the city. You come to the tavern called the Salted Goat with a goat on the sign. I can't remember what I described the sign as. I think it was like a weird goat, like a beheaded goat or something. I can't remember. Yeah, it's there. You can hear people inside drinking. You see lights on. Again, no one really reacting to what just happened. Or you hear some people like passing by, people comment like, "What the fuck's it this late already?" Looking up at the clock tower, oh, and then kind of just shrugging off.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, I'd always heard that the saying was time's fun when you're having flies.
I like that one better.
Yeah, you know, because it makes more sense, because people like to eat flies, you know.
Wait, likes to eat flies?
Yeah.
Time's fun when you're having flies?
Yeah.
I was thinking when you're flying, when you're having like little flies around. Like you're flying. Like me, I'm flying. It's more fun to fly.
Oh, yeah. That's nice, too.
I had some kids in my
Do you
class.
think flies taste good?
Yeah, they, you know,
They got a nice.
they're not mushrooms, but they're pretty good.
I think I agree with you a lot. With that. Mushrooms are better. Tavern!
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I was going to say, in my 6th grade, when I was in 6th grade, there was these two kids that would catch flies at lunchtime, put them in their chocolate pudding, and eat them. Anyways. It was weird.
Wow.
Anyways.
Wow.
It was weird. Entering the tavern, you both feel this
Were
cold.
you one of those two?
No, I ate mustard packets. I had my school lunches were really expensive, so I was like, I'm just gonna eat the mustard packets. Entering the tavern, you both feel this cold sensation run down the back of your head and down your neck, like water droplets, before it fades completely. Do either of you try to shrug that feeling off?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean by shrug it off?
Like, do you try to not
get
focus
off.
on it? Cool. Charisma saving throws, the both of you.
Okay.
And this isn't a charmed condition. I had to look it up, unfortunately.
You said it is not.
It is not. I looked
Come
it up.
on! My saving throws have been garbage!
That was our charisma?
Yeah.
I have a +7 to these. Damn it!
11.
11.
I've
Okay.
got a +1.
The feeling goes down.
Smooth.
You're aware of what's happening to you right now, though, which is
Okay.
fun. Somehow, whatever happened.
Palpatine survived.
Yeah. Fuck. You're aware that you can't tell a lie. You cannot speak a deliberate lie in this building.
Just
Cool.
Torger or just...
Both of you. You just like it's like that. You sense that, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't,
this place will be fun.
I don't like it.
I
Yeah.
like it.
But
I don't like it.
the tavern is dark, dank, and smells heavily of stale alcohol, sweat, and mildew. The floorboards creak with nearly every step, and patrons crammed inside are all incredibly boisterous, drunk, and filthy. Almost every surface of the walls are adorned in sailing, whaling, and fishing memorabilia. This also means that everybody else in here is under the same effects and they know. A few tattered flags hang from the ceiling, having once belonged to pirate ships. A few stools sit empty at the bar counter as nearly every table has been claimed. Just a few empty stools at the counter. Working the counter is a copper dragonborn man standing roughly 6.5 feet tall, with a slender build. They're covered in scars. A gold-encrusted eye patch sits over their right eye, and they're wearing loose brown-fitting clothes beneath a long, worn black duster coat. Their left arm is heavily tattooed with nautical symbols, while their right arm is covered in tattoos of names that have been crossed out. You can see a dwarf clearly drunk beyond a healthy limit, attempting to order another drink. And the dragonborn. The last time you were this drunk, Bron, you killed someone in my bar. Now, I enjoy a bit of bloodshed from time to time, here and there, believe me. But not under my roof. And he leans forward, clearly an imposing and respected figure within these walls, as the noise of the tavern completely dies off. You're cut off. The dwarf nods and stumbles towards the door, past you all, and outside into the night. And as the conversation ends between the two, the noise of the tavern resumes, and the Dragonborn returns to work. So just so you all know, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while inside, because you failed. You know, obviously, an infected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
So it seems we shouldn't ask anybody questions that we know they would normally want to lie about, or else they might get offended, maybe. Like, what do you think of the
shit, what was the name of that?
Or the Marquis? What do you think of the Marquis? Right? If you like ask someone that, they'd be like, "You know what's going on with this place, you dickhead." Why would you ask me that?
But a rowdy tavern where people can't tell lies. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't think I know what you're talking about. I don't know why we change however we're doing anything.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Okay.
You hear a conversation somewhere nearby where a guy, there's like a dwarf proudly boasting about sleeping with one of his friends, like his friend's wife.
What?
And then it just causes a fucking fight over in one corner, and you get a sense the regulars that come here, or the people that come here, know about whatever's happening, and they're kind of into it.
It's like,
Fight
so it's like
for
a
me.
kind of a gossipy gossipy.
It's like, yeah, you can't lie here, so maybe things are.
It's like real gossip. Oh my god! Imagine like the guarantee that the gossip is true.
Ooh, fight for me.
But yeah, the Dragonborn is just pouring drinks for people, and they're like, they talk to people occasionally, and the bartender seems to like learning things, and just kind of talks to people, gets the answers from them, talks to them a bit, shares something of their own, and then they turn to another customer and talk to that customer, blah blah blah. And there's like 3 or 4 seats available at the counter. There is no other seats available anywhere else.
Oh, you mean at the bar?
Yeah.
Hey bartender,
Hello?
what you got to drink here?
Mostly whiskeys and rum.
Yeah, then we's going to have one of each.
One of each whiskey and rum?
One
No, I
whiskey,
mean-
one rum.
one whiskey, one rum.
Alright.
One whiskey, one rum. So 2 whiskeys, 2 rums, please.
Do you want the bottom shelf, or do you want gestures up to like the highest shelf where like these nice bottles look? Pick your poison.
Which do you think will make me feel the wigglers a little less in my mouth?
Gestures to the top shelf stuff.
Okay.
I'll take the low shelf stuff. You'll take the top shelf. I'll cover it.
Alright.
What? No.
Grabs this like
Buy my own drink.
grabs this
I
like
buy my own drinks.
grabs this one bottle that's just like made of gold and pours we'll say 2 doubles of whiskey for each. And then we'll take like bottom shelf rum, pop the cork, pour 2 doubles of that, or no, 1, sorry, 2 doubles each. No, yes, a double each. So rum, a double of rum, double of whiskey, slides 2 glasses to each of you.
We'll start with the harsh and go with
Let's
end with the
say
smooth.
that's gonna be 10 silver total. Your new faces, let's be friendly.
Okay. Well, what we is going to do to be friendly? We likes making friends. And maybe you can also give us information. So how about...
My business is giving and taking information. I trade in information, you could say.
Yeah. Did you know about the ice creature that made a fuss about town yesterday? Or today, I guess. Or
No.
was it yesterday?
That's strange, didn't see it, but you're telling the truth.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Didn't
We saved the town. Me and Torger, we saved the town.
Well, how about this?
Yeah,
These
I'm
first
going-
drinks on the house.
Oh, well, I put down... I'm giving you 20 silver so that you thinks I'm friendly when I really just wants to be okay.
Ah, yes. Fair enough. And the Dragonborn just pockets takes the coins and pockets them.
Okay.
So, what brings you to Port Craig?
Our friend is here for, on a quest. And we're trying to help him out.
Oh, fair enough. I do love myself a good quest.
He also likes masks.
Oh, so you must be here for the masquerade.
Oh yeah, that too.
Perfect.
Right.
So am I actually. I'm also attending. I go every year. Not a fan of the security. The security this year, but what can you do?
Yeah, why,
Yeah,
why
I
is the
know.
security so bad?
That's what we heard
Um,
about the security, too.
From what I heard, the Marquis is worried that people are trying to come after him and kill him.
Why would they do that?
Why would they come after the Marquis?
Yeah. Yeah, what did he do wrong?
He's a man of position and privilege and money. This town is destitute, and people here would do anything for a few coins.
Oh.
No,
He lives
But-
in wealth, while everyone else lives in squalor. So,
Yeah, that seems like people should rise up. But I suppose you'd want to be careful because, as you know, in the revolution, the petty bourgeoisie die first.
the rise up, yeah, but he's got eyes and ears everywhere, so people tend to stay.
The shot glasses are like pints to Grin.
They're double glasses. They're not they're not shots. They're
Yeah, the like a
like little tumbler glasses.
yeah
Yeah.
tumbler, yeah. Whoa!
So it's a lot for Grin.
yeah.
Sorry. My name is Falcus Brinestone. I am the owner of this here establishment. You two are
Grin. Falcus?
Falcus.
I am Torger Otrson, also known as the Blood Punch.
It's a good name.
It's fine. My hands were so pain earlier tonight. when I punched an ice monster.
That seems like that would go hand in hand. Punching a creature of ice. How long have you both? How long have you all been here in Port Craig? Not long. Long. If you don't know, it's been about 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, yes, 2 days. Oh, so you got here when you must have been around when you said the weird light display was in the sky. That red light. Strange.
Yeah. Yeah, it was strange.
Yeah. Do you have any tattoos?
Gestures to the visible nautical tattoos on the left arm, and then on the right arm, the names that are crossed out. Yeah, some names aren't, but a lot of them are. This is from my sailing days. This is from something else.
I got a tattoo of an owlbear, the most gentle animals in the world.
Yeah, to you that would yeah. Never heard that description for an owlbear.
Yeah, all you got to do is you got to just scratch them in the right place, and then you go, oh, and it's nice. Ooh, also I got to displace a beast. If you know their name, they are pudding in your fingers.
Interesting.
As far as I know, he's telling the truth.
Why would you challenge me as your friend? Why would
I'm
you-
just saying.
That's the first thing that popped into the Grin's head. Is just like, it's just that the is that he's never seen one, and so it's just like, oh yeah, that's right. That's all I know.
You have seen it. You have seen a displacer beast.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
that's
saw
what I'm
that
saying.
back.
Like,
Yeah,
the
Cornelius,
only one
yeah.
he's seen that
Yeah.
has operated with those.
True.
rules.
Then there was the one at the carnival that seemed friendly too. Yeah,
Mhm.
right. Yeah, fair. Interesting.
We're looking for fact, not truth.
Descriptions for these descriptions of these beasts. Never heard them before.
Yeah, I got a whole book, but this book is special. I don't show it to everyone.
That's fair. More drinks? Or you not finished yet?
Oh, Grin is only like halfway through his the shit one.
Yeah, the rum.
You said the rum.
The rum is like what you'd expect from like cheap, shitty rum. It doesn't taste good at all. It's just
It's like
super-
ju-
it's super
just
sugary.
super sweet.
yeah.
Super sugary, and also like every sip is a new nightmare for
Yeah.
Torger.
The
Oh!
the top shelf whiskey though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You know
We're
that.
yeah. Grin's saving that one for last.
Hard to describe
Yeah.
to people who don't drink. If you're watching, you don't drink, but like, you know, vanilla, oaky.
Mhm.
It's good.
Yeah, you got to take your medicine before you get your treat. Oh. Every sip's oh.
To be honest, I haven't seen you two around the city often. You've been here for 2 days. I usually see and speak to most people who come to the city, especially new people. They're like, "Oh, tavern, got to go there first thing."
Well, we started off by just kind of doing an extermination thing in the sewers.
Oh, fair.
There was something wriggling around down there, and we had to take it out.
Oh, that's probably best. A lot of the workers of the sewer have refused to go down there lately because they keep getting eaten.
Yeah, we'll just let them know that it's good to go.
Sure. Stands up. The sewer is safe. And a few guys in the corner go, "Hey, nice."
Sorry, that got me so good. Hey, nice.
Um. I've been asking you lots of questions. Anything from me? Anything you'd like to know? It's such a sort of little thing I do here. I talk to people, get to know people, they get to know me.
I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Are the names on your arm names of people you've won fights against?
You could say that in a way, yes.
Oh, cool. I put a tattoo on my body for when I lose fights.
Interesting.
Sometimes when I win, sometimes I've been trying to change the reason I get tattoos so I don't feel sad when I get tattoos.
These tattoos, it points to the names, these tattoos don't make me sad. They make me feel good.
Yeah, the ones when other people gets to pick them make me angry. But also, there's motivation. You know, I was told one time about a situation where there's like sort of a rock and mushroom situation. Like, you know, the rock is the negative reinforcement and the mushroom is the positive reinforcement.
Alright.
So yeah, so it's like you can imagine like there's a rock that you smash someone with and then the mushroom that you gives them the nice taste with. So it's just someone who's on your back, like, you know, like an elder who you're giving like a piggyback ride to, who's training you, and when you do bad they smash you with the rock, but when you does good they give you mushrooms.
The carrot and the stick. The
I
rock
have-
and the mushroom.
I have never heard of such a thing before. My teacher taught me that the best shot, right there, between the eyes.
Yeah, unless you
Well, how does it get in your mouth if you do this?
Oh, I shoot people. I used to kill people for a living, for money.
Oh, you're not talking about drinks.
I just peed a little.
That's these names, the people I've put to sleep.
Oh, so you unlived a lot of people, huh?
A while ago, yeah.
Hey,
I mean-
I got a question for you. This happened to me recently. One time I was like, yo, this guy was, you know, trying to fight someone who was a friend of mine, and I was like, no, that doesn't fly. I'm going to fight you, and really just 'cause I was angry, 'cause I just wanted to fight to make the sad feelings go away.
Oh,
Just 'cause I'm so mad all the time. I just wanted to not be sad. So then, I saw this guy and I was like, okay, I got to prove myself. So I go, and then I start to hit him, and then he killed him, and then there's a guy with a crown. Do you ever like kill somebody and then there's a guy with a crown, like a 7 point crown? This big guy. I think his name
No.
is, what's his name? It's got something like, some sort of, what's his, oh, if only the person who had notes written down didn't clean his room and put the notes somewhere else.
the name you're thinking of is Grassed.
Yeah, do you ever
No,
mess with the guy?
no,
His ass is grassed?
no.
No?
Nothing. The only thing that happens is to the people that I dispatched is that remains went elsewhere.
Where did they go?
Delivered as proof.
So you got to do more work after you kill somebody?
It was fine. They only wanted their hands. Sometimes the head to prove it. It was fine. The money was good, but you can only kill so many people before it kind of.
That's what I'm saying. There's only like so much room on your body for cool tattoos.
Of course.
So how? That's quite a turn to go
No.
from, you know, what you did to being bartender. And, you know what? I think it might almost be required if you wanted to be a bartender in this town, because it seems like it's pretty
If-
cutthroat around here.
Yeah, the city's gotten pretty bad over the last 10 years or so. The crime has gotten out of hand, you could say. But no one fucks with me and no one fucks around. Well, people do fuck around in here, and you can see someone in the corner getting stabbed in the stomach.
I guess we're fighting out.
I said no bloodshed in here. A little bit's fine. Oh, I'm not cutting him stabbing him anywhere vital. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, he's telling the truth.
Not stabbing him anywhere vital. Yeah. I thought serving drinks and talking to people would be a better use for my time than killing them.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Can you tell if someone is able to resist the magic of the aura?
Absolutely.
So you're the one that created it?
Yes. With some help, but yes.
You're a magic person?
No.
Grin's not gonna ask a question, but he definitely looks like he wants to ask a question.
Gestures towards the ceiling of the establishment and then towards all the support pillars, and you can see there's glyphs carved into the wood of every single support pillar.
Oh. Do I? Oh, now here we go. If I'm looking at those glyphs and I look at them, can I, like, look around on him and see if any glyphs like line up on any of his tattoos?
No.
So that would make it so that's why he knows, or
No.
that's why he would figure.
No
okay,
such-
So nothing matches.
No.
On him. Okay.
People can't tell deliberate lies when they're in here. It makes things interesting.
Yeah, I think it's fun. Are you immune to it?
No.
Ah, that means it's extra fun for you too.
Exactly. I get to try to, if I want, talk in cryptic ways, and people like it. I'm like, what does he mean by that? And
Wow,
they try to
super
get it
fun.
out of me. Yeah. Some people don't get a real grasp. I like to talk to the people who try to be secretive, still while under the effects of the one. Then there are the ones who just come in, and that's fun too.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You can ask me any question you want afterwards.
Yes, let's do a little game about this. Each of you can ask me a question, but only the two of you can your group, just the two of you, can ask me a question. One question. Then I will ask a question. We just go back and forth.
Alright.
Be as personal as you'd like. I will do the same.
Does anyone that works for the Marquis, are they here right now? Anyone that works for the Marquis?
Looks around. Yes.
Alright, that was my question.
Why do you want to know?
Cause I want in for the masquerade. Cause I want to have fun, and I feel like having someone that works there would make it more fun. Knowing them.
Your turn. Either of you. One question only.
Vince gonna
And,
nudge
and,
Torger.
and just keeps pouring, like refilling your glasses.
Oh yeah.
Again, I've been sipping on the rum. You gotta take the medicine first.
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the whiskey yet.
Yeah.
Grin finished the rum.
Oh, rum's refilled.
Ugh.
Ooh!
I wouldn't do that. Oh, wait. Yeah, I got a question for you.
Of course.
Do you hope that the Marquis's first name is the same thing that I hope it is?
I'm not sure. Because I don't know what you're thinking.
Oh. I hope that the Marquis's first name is Mark.
Oh.
So
It's-
he's
it's-
Marquee Mark.
It's not. It'd be good, Marky Mark, but unfortunately his name is not dead.
Oh.
I believe you guys have found his notebook that has his name in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought he was the Marquis of something, and I didn't know what his first name was. I forgot.
Torgol Marshade.
Ah.
Just a nice sounding.
So you wouldn't. Hey, see you guys over there. Hey, your mother for me.
Mark Wahlberg impression. Yeah, dude.
So you guys want to come to my ball, huh?
Oh jeez.
I'm the one who's the Marquis. Not you, not you, and not you.
It's pretty good. Oh, that was your question. Let me see. What is a good question? Oh, jeez.
Oh, rad.
Yeah.
Does he have his sleeves like rolled up to about here?
Yeah.
Cool.
So you can see the tattoos.
And also so we can stay cool.
That's true. How did you two meet?
I think we met, after Roadies, right?
Oh yeah, we're part of the same book club.
Yeah. In competition.
Oh, interesting.
Book club competition?
No, it was a scavenger hunt, but it's a book club essentially.
Oh,
He
scavenger
writes
hunt.
books. We're in a club.
No, I know who he is. His books are not great, but
It's a book club.
They're not good, but they're fun.
well, your turn. He's also matching you guys drink for drink.
Grin's taking.
Well,
the
he's sipping
drink.
them. He's sipping them. He's not downing them. He's just.
He's like,
Same sips.
alright. I mean, I asked if there was a person here, but, what do they look like?
Just points to the person who's being stabbed in the non-vital places.
Oh, okay. We'll pick up on that later. It's not vital. We're fine. He was telling the truth. As far as he knew.
That's one of the that's one of the Marquis cooks.
Oh, alright.
He stole from the stabber.
Oh. Do you mind if I, break it up or talk to him?
No, they're doing their own business affair. This is ours. Be rude to leave now.
Oh, okay, alright. I'll wait.
I think it's my turn. Looks at Torger. Where did you fight?
Oh, I fight anytime someone wants to, relieve themselves of a coin. But if you wants to know where they started, I, started in an Undercity. Have you ever been to? Do you ever fuck with spiders?
No. My life
Okay.
has been on the sea mostly, and then here. Not a lot of spiders.
Mostly
Only-
rats.
Surprisingly, not a lot of rats.
Oh.
Yeah, so I come from an underdark city, and the biggest city near me.
Oh,
They tried to They said, oh, everybody does this. Oh, yeah, you got to do this. And then I comes in and I just, made essentially pancakes out of all their best people.
Oh, good.
And then they makes money off me, and I makes bruises out of them. And when I don't do good, I don't get a rock, I gets a tattoo.
See, that's weird. But, I don't know.
But sometimes
Right.
I gets a mushroom, and sometimes I gets a good tattoo.
Torger, was that done? Did you do that like willingly, or were you like a slave?
Oh, I didn't get to choose. That's the only way out. And I got to get more information in the book. It's my job. I got to fill up the book. So I did what I had to do to fill up the book. I had to keep fighting.
Fox just pours
hold
another
hold
drink for himself.
Hold on, Focus. Hold on. Wait, what? Torture, you were a fighting slave?
Yeah, that's what you calls it.
I mean, like,
Calls it
I mean,
that.
what's the
I
better
got to
word?
I got
that
to
can
fight
call it?
whoever I want. They just
Yeah.
also wants to fight more than I do.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you this story once, for the most part.
You can see Falcus
I
is
think it was a
very...
vital detail you left out. But it seems like, I mean, you definitely said parts of it before, but I mean, like, it seems a little, you left that part out.
Well, all you got to do is ask, and I'll tell you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
You can see Falcus
Takes-
is listening
takes
with just intensity, just interested.
And then he has the whiskey. Ooh! That's nice.
What was the name of this town?
Again, if someone
Cook-
had not
Cocoon.
cleaned their... Cocoon?
Cocoon.
Cocoon. Yeah, there's a place, they called it Cocoon. They had gross legs.
What?
It was run by spider people.
Underdark?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of them decided I needs to have this tattoo, and he shows you there's one tattoo that's like a really, like a spider tattoo. On his
Oh.
hand.
Oh.
They're dryads. Or driders?
Driders.
Is that the name?
Driders,
Driders,
yeah.
sorry, thank you, driders, yeah.
Dryads
So it's a
are dryads are tree people.
Yeah. It's a Drider tattoo?
Actually, the tattoo. Yeah, they're the ones who also decided that I got to have this one. And the front one is the you ever see something like this? I'll use my one question.
No.
Okay. He unfurls it back down. That's all. I just wants to know who's seen what.
That looks terrifying.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it myself up
Does
close.
that thing actually exist, or is that just someone's like fun idea? Fun.
No, I'd bet some of that things exist.
Things exist. I've seen weird things on the sea.
Yeah.
Like what?
You already asked your question.
Haha!
Oh, shit.
He got you. You look like a dick.
Drink.
I'm just sipping. Ooh! Oh, my wigglers.
Have you ever killed someone and regretted it?
Yeah.
Who's this directed towards? Oh, okay.
Whoever wants to answer.
Just, yeah.
Your turn.
What's the most you got paid for unaliving someone?
2,000 gold.
Oh, chump change.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time.
Never
One
even
time-
seen 2,000 gold in my life.
Yeah, one time I won a fight where there was 8,000 gold that exchanged hands that day. Just back and forth. I know it's not a lump sum, but a lot of action. Lot of action on old Torger. Lot of action. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's all one lump sum someone did, but 40 gold here,
So you'd say
200 copper here.
you're hard to take down.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm just fast. Wait, what was the question?
You're hard to take down? Question mark?
No, if you hits me fast, I'm pretty useless. Wait, shit.
You can't lie.
I think that's the same with everybody.
Yeah. I don't know.
No,
No,
if
it's
you
one
get
of-
the jump on anybody,
I can
not good.
I can concur with that.
Yeah, but she always wants to be thicker, right? Wish I
Not me particularly.
wish I was thicker.
And that was your question.
oh, you mean
Well-
like,
So
oh,
you always want to be thicker, don't you?
Yeah. That's what I guess. Oh shit, Grin, sorry.
oh no, that's okay. Torger, what do you think of, Vonkar?
We already asked our question.
Oh, well,
Who's Vonkar?
He's maybe my dad, but we don't talk about it.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know. We don't Scott's dads in my village. We don't Scott's moms. We got olds and we got youngs. And then we got, the slop pile that happens every so often. Then we gets youngs, and then we keeps olds.
did you say slaps?
You've heard me talk about the slop pile before.
I
Don't
guess
you-
I'm- No, I guess I must have in our travels.
No, you definitely heard about it. If you-
Slap, so. Alright.
It's almost as if someone records this. You could definitely scroll to a specific instance
It's
where
true.
I definitely explains
Yeah.
the,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, you're in the circle of truth, sir. I don't doubt it.
Again, whose backs you got?
I got your back.
Uh,
Listen, post up on something. I'll get your back.
I'll be the glass man.
You can
Great rebounder.
you can hear like a little like what sounds like a grandfather clock go off. Oh, it's midnight. We're just getting started. Who last asked the question?
I think it's
You
our
just
turn.
did.
Oh!
Fair.
He got you. One shot. We do it.
We do it.
Pours for shots we do bottom shelf, and he pours everyone a shot of that rum.
Do peppermints. Do
Don't-
peppermint shots.
Don't have peppermint.
Use don't Scott's peppermint.
Here, we'll do this one. And he reaches for another bottle. It's got like a light green tint to it, like a greenish yellow tint to it, and pours shots of that. This is wormwood.
Ooh, that sounds like something from the Feywild.
No, it is not.
But it sounds
That
like it.
that wasn't. That was not. That's not the question. He said
No,
it sounds.
I know, I understand. I'm just saying
Sorry.
it's not.
Scott's obsessed with words.
It's very bitter.
It tastes like I'm sucking on the end of a violin.
It's just
All right.
just malort. wormwood distilled alcohol. Yeah,
It tastes like a grapefruit's asshole.
it's real bad, but it fucks you up. Yeah, it's your turn for the question. I fucked up and said the weird one.
I've ruined 2 questions, Grin. It's your turn to ruin one.
We'll say 2 more questions for each party.
Alright, alright.
But also, Grin, if he wants to know, what do I think of Vonkar? I think he's great. He's so big. And also, I wish he would tell me if he was my dad or not.
Vonkar's my best friend.
What?
I'll ask him if you want.
I mean, okay, I don't know that he's actually probably my dad. He's probably not, because he's way old. He's way old. Oh, wait, hold on. He's been gone. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's way old.
Wait, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. There's no way he's my dad. But he could be my grandpa's.
That's true.
Grandpa's Vonkar. That sucks. Anyways,
Hey, Focus.
Yes.
What's your favorite place in the city other than this bar?
Good question. I would love to live in the Monarchy's Manor instead of him. That would be fun. But I think in terms of favorite place, aside from here, the Deep, the prison in the reef.
Prison in the Reef. I don't think I'm familiar with that.
It's the Marquis's personal prison. He throws people in there who try to kill him.
Where would that be one of your favorite places?
that doesn't
Sorry,
count
that
as
was
our
my question.
That does not count as our question. That
you
stuff
don't have
counts
to
as our
answer.
question. No,
Focus,
because
you don't have to answer.
No, this does not count. You don't answer. Stop, Grin. Sorry, hold on. I got a question. A super important question.
You have 1 question left. I have my 2 questions left.
Yes, so it's your turn. You goes ahead and asks us a question.
Oh, this is tough. What do you think of my establishment?
I love it. It's so much fun.
I think it's like a new pair of underwear. Like at first it feels constricting, but then eventually it becomes a part of you.
Well, I think that's good. Your final question.
Alright, what would you say is your greatest accomplishment?
Ooh.
And also, why should we hire you?
That's 2 questions.
Oh, I've used it as a parts A and a parts B, but okay, just one parts A.
But you did mention my favorite word. Hire. So I'll allow it.
Ooh.
My greatest accomplishment? Deceiving someone of great importance.
Ooh.
I think we'll leave it there.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
And why should You hire me?
Yeah, why?
I always get the job done.
Ooh. You've got lots of begging of follow-up questions, but I respect your.
I have one question left.
Okay. Grin and I are ready. Feed us. Hold on.
Why do you want to hire me?
You want to have him.
Because I know someone who's hurting for a squirtin'. I know someone who wants to die. I know someone who I wants undead. Nope, I want them to die. Yup. I know someone. I got a job for you. That's why I want to hire you.
You see him get much more serious than he has been for this conversation. Stands up. Bar's closed. You two stay. Everyone else, get the fuck out. Everyone listens immediately. No matter how many drinks they still have on the go, food, they all leave. Just leaving the two of you in here with him. Alright. Who needs to die? And what are we talking about in terms of payment?
Who needs to die? What are we talking about for payment?
Grin is messed up. I've
Yeah,
given
you're
him
poisoned.
the poison
Yeah, yeah.
condition. Yeah.
I don't got all the details. I'm not specifically good at details as far as I got a friend who's much smarter than me.
Do you have a name? I can go off of just a name.
Of the person that we wants you to kill?
Absolutely.
Ooh, no, that's what I'm saying. It's as if if we were playing darts right now, I would not throw this dart. I would ask my friend Antyr, some friend that I have, if there's a dart that a target he'd like to hit. Because right now all I can say is look around. Marky Mark's the mark, right? But that seems like a price range we don't got. And also
You want to take out the marquee.
I didn't say that. I said who wouldn't.
I know that it's probably not going to work. However, I would like to gauge whether or not this guy seems either interested or willing to rat us out for the quick buck.
That's a really hard thing to determine through an insight check.
How about just one? How about one insight check?
Well, I guess whatever. That's. I'm just trying to figure out a vibe. I'll let you decide what I actually learned from it, but I kind of just want to see what's going on with like his what side of the fence he might be leaning towards.
Make an
in this
insight check.
conversation.
With disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yep. I know. I don't think it's gonna work, but I had to try. Yeah, 6. Yeah.
Also, I'd also like to figure out like what Scout think, especially after that slight flip, because I remember he's talking about. I was trying to feel him out by bringing up him as the petty bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out where he would. When the shit hits the fan, where's Focus gonna fall?
Ah. Make an insight check yourself.
That's what I'm interested in. 11.
11. He perked up at the mention of being hired,
Mm-hmm.
so perhaps it falls on whoever pays best.
Well, I see you got rid of like all the patrons and they're like making your money. I'd feel bad if we didn't. Because I mean, we all know we're going to the masquerade. You know we're going to the masquerade. We know you're going to the masquerade. Let's say I give you all the money I have on me right now.
I'm listening.
And we connect at the party. A friend of ours wants an item that's there, and we're just gonna have fun at the party and see what happens.
And how much money do you have on your person at this moment?
45 platinum, 391 gold, and 43 silver.
So that's 440 gold plus the gold you have, which is like.
It's a total of, the value is 845 gold.
My usual rate is 2,000 gold for a target. Just because that's what I was paid last time. I think I need to uphold my.
Wait, so you don't
Oh
spend...
yeah, but we're not saying that you need to. I'm saying you don't even have to. You're just there for whatever might happen. We're not doing anything. You can just spend the night all yourself. You know, have fun. Have fun.
Takes yourself out, gets your hair done.
Well.
Not to mention this conversation.
Well, you see, I do make a business in exchanging information, so if I can make money off this conversation or make some sort of benefit off this conversation, I will. It goes for anyone I talk to and meet in this tavern. It's kind of why I do it. I buy and sell information. Or I deal in information. A lot of information.
You just got a down payment for...
Well, not yet. I haven't
would like
accepted it
to-
yet.
I would like to use Emissary of Peace.
Okay. What does that do?
As a bonus action, you grant yourself a +5 to charisma checks
Okay.
for the next 10 minutes.
Okay.
Excuse me. And, you know, we can just keep going.
Looks at the
Well,
arm.
here it is. Here it is.
And he just takes out his bag. And, like, all of his money.
That's all of it. But
You said it was 800 and some?
It's, the total is 845 gold.
845 gold. So that means 20 platinum to put him over 1,000.
Yeah, probably.
15 platinum. But you just add 1,000. I'm gonna I'm gonna put it up to 1,000.
Okay.
Put 15 platinum.
So we could say this is half now, half later.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, we're not expecting you to do it by yourself. I mean, we're gonna be there too. So
Interesting.
that's gonna be a. I would say that would be kind of
I'll be
not a decreased
Oh.
rate, but you know, you'd
I'll
have help.
I'll be honest. This deal is far more interesting than the one I last made a few days ago.
We're saying
There's a reason I asked for your names.
what we're saying is we're going to. Are you as familiar with retainer?
Yes, but I'm not a retainer.
Yes, but what we're doing is we're making sure you don't, that this conversation is not, we might not need you to kill anybody, but what we don't want you to do is to,
So I'm not being paid to kill someone.
No, it's not killed, but it's also
course
not.
it-
What am I saying? You asking? Okay, all right, I'll fix this. What I'm saying is, I don't want you to find a stranger in our Alps.
Oh, he's not a stranger. And like I said, I would very much like to live in his house instead. But here's the interesting thing. The deal you offer me now is a little better than the deal I'm currently working on. So, half now, half later does seem promising.
Yep, plus you have help.
It's also true.
5 gold and 15 platinum to put it up to
Hey,
an even 1,000.
also, you know, maybe we do something and you wait and listen for a sound similar to this.
And he'll pull out his little accordion and go do a little trill on it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe when that happens, that's the go sign, and that might be the direction in which you might head.
Perfect. Well, Grin, Torger, I assume you will let the other members of the Funky Casuals know of our conversation.
I don't know if I'm gonna remember.
Wish we never told him about the funky casuals.
No, you didn't. Now, maybe we can make a better relationship than the person who paid me to bring you to them. But alas, it's a good thing you stopped by. I'm
Yeah,
very,
this was so much fun.
I'm very excited to see where this goes.
I also want to know who asked about us.
I should tell you then.
Pretty much
No,
all.
I should tell you. Castigar, Architect of Sorrowed Gloom, he is doing work here in the city. I hear you've been messing about with the towers he's been making.
Oh, yeah, we got a little vengeful thing against towers. Tall buildings freak me out.
He paid me to bring you to his warehouse and
Have
kill
you
you.
have you seen those, oh, thanks for not doing that. Oh,
Wait,
you
hold
seen
on,
those,
did we
you
make
seen
it-
those
hold on.
knights? You seen those black knights around?
No.
Ever? Okay, never mind.
And I got a question. Did we make it onto your arm?
No, I haven't killed you yet.
Yes, but you have names you did not cross out.
That's true. There are the marks that I gave up on.
Hmm. That's a lot of character development right there. Oh dang! All right, I like this guy more and more.
Well, yes, you should go. You should probably tell the other members of your party of this conversation, and don't come back here.
Yeah, that'd be a very bad idea.
But since we're in a business arrangement, feel free to spend the night upstairs. Many rooms, many beds available now that I kicked everyone out.
Oh, yes.
I can assure you, no harm will come to you while you're here, and I will not send people after you.
No, that sounds great.
I was not thinking that you would until you said that.
Well, now I can, but now it's not a lie because of the nature of this place.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you the truth of what I'm feeling.
Fair enough. I will speak to you all again at the masquerade.
Alright.
You're looking at the best looking Hansel and Gretel.
And takes the money left on the counter, all 1,000 gold.
Dropping all of it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, and I got,
well,
and I
well.
already took off the difference. I already took off mine.
Cool. Feel free to spend the night upstairs. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I have things to plan and think about. And kind of just steps into a back room and locks. You can hear like 6 locks, just like lock.
Awesome. Yeah, Grin doesn't really know what to do with money anyway. Like it's so heavy for him to fly around with it. So this is great. Offload it. Let's go.
Alright, Torger. Let's go to bed.
Alright, so I got 1,000 crunches and, 500 push-ups to do, and then I'll go to sleep.
Perfect. And as the pair of you retire upstairs to do your nighttime exercises and sleep,
To make sure that you're completely fucking heart pumping and wired, right? You try to sleep.
Yeah, I got the heart rate of a hummingbird.
you both get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh,
A new day arrives, and that's our end the session for the week.
Cool.
awesome.
Well, you two just hired a contract killer who was
Yeah.
hired to bring you all to the guy
He's
you.
hired to kill us or deliver us.
Yeah, the guy who's been building the towers. You found his notes in the first Orbis and Cora.
Yeah.
He built the second one here, and he was hired to bring it to him, and then you intrigued him, and
Just as we're going to sleep. Hey, Grin.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry I didn't pay more, but I was also thinking, we got so many people, already. They could probably kick in a couple gold,
Yeah, they'll cover me eventually. They did it before I had money, too. I'll chip in.
Yeah.
Lionel has 40 platinum and 14 gold. Everybody else in the party's got a fuck ton of money. So, yeah. You guys.
Hey Grin, did you think I looked good in that blanket cape?
Yeah, you look great.
And then Grin is like nuzzling and like trying to. He's like wiggling into sleep. You know how you'll like when you're drunk, like the. Sometimes when you're drunk, you like get into bed and it's just like everything is hugging you.
Oh, those are the best.
It's just like kind of go.
Ah!
But, I think that's where we'll end it there. 2 days.
Spiders!
2 days left till the masquerade. Found another potential ally in the city, so
Yeah.
that's great.
I just need to remember to do the little trill on the thing, and that's the go sign.
But we're gonna end it there for the week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Went longer than I expected for a 2-person session, but hey, cool shit happened. So